508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. See where I'm from, we don't use no gas and burners. We don't rip no corners. We're straight money earners. Put you to sleep, make your whole family mourners. When we're done with you, they're gonna have to pick your ass up at the corners. Me and my crew will hit you with that right left. Leave you toothless, yeah, cause we're ruthless, yeah, that's some true shit. You don't wanna mess with cheddar in this camp. We left you cats in the ambulance, yeah. Food stands, leave your clothes bloody and damp. Then we're scooping up your trance. 508, where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. See, I'm repping that medicine place media. My producer Gio likes the way I flow like an encyclopedia. Whack cats are on me like bad bacteria. That they get directed from a dusty-free lunch cafeteria. Central Mass is where I reside, where you can't run and hide. I can verify that we're statewide, leave you horrified because you're unqualified. I'm just glad I survived. Time for me to put it in the overdrive, leaving these cats petrified, hitting you with the right hook right in their hard drive, making these chumps take a nosedive, taking their girl in the whip on a test drive. You know she.
Oh.
We live. All right, what's up, Turtle Riders? How we doing there tonight? Everybody good? How's the crowd looking tonight? All right. So folks, what's happening, guys? Welcome to the Turtle Boy Live Show. We welcome you all. I'd like to remind you guys that I have shared this link on the Clarence Woods Emerson Facebook page, as well as the, what do you guys like more? Do you guys, the other day I did the, by the way, not to interrupt this, but I did this the other day on the microphone, and some people were saying they liked it better with the computer mic. Is that true? Do you guys like the computer mic more? I guess we could stick with it. I mean, the headphones are only necessary if I'm using the mic. If I'm not, then we can use the computer mic. I don't know. So you guys should. All right, let me vote in the comments right now. 1, if you want me to go with the computer mic. 2, if you want me to go with this one. Go. People are saying computer mic works fine, so I guess we'll go with that. This sounds fine. Okay, cool. Can I still wear these? All right, I'll take them off. Then I can't hear it. All right, cool. All right, so with that said, I have shared the link to this on. Now people are saying 2. They want. Oh, fuck it. We'll figure it out later. All right. Maybe we'll switch it up halfway between. But I have shared the link to this show on the Clarence Woods Emerson page, as well as the Turtle Boy Sports Forever page. So if you guys wouldn't mind doing me a favor, going there and sharing, letting people know we're live. We're doing it out there. If you're on Twitter, tweet it out. Let people know where to find us. Like to see a big crowd tonight. But yeah, so there's no sound now. People are saying there's no sound. Is that correct? Carolyn Gray says no sound. Was she serious, or everybody else says it's good? Can you hear me, Brett?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, so Brett's with us. Brett is our special guest tonight. How you doing, Brett?
Awesome.
Excellent.
How you doing during all this isolation?
I wanted to have you on this week because I was so fired up with some of these people. I'm like, I need somebody on who's going to be like fucking angry with, you know what I mean?
And there's a couple that I disagree with you with. Ooh. And that's always fun too.
That's always fun. I like a disagreement, so it's good. All right, so how I like to start off every episode of the live show, guys, is with a little thing called Where You Reppin'. Right? Let us know in the comments right now, where are you watching the live show from right now? Go ahead. Where you repping? Auburn's in the house. Let's see. Tucson, Arizona's in the house. Tucson Turtle. West Springfield, Guilford, Connecticut, Gardner, Worcester, Alpine, Texas, Tornado Alley, South Carolina, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, New Braintree, Yarmouthport, Rhode Island, Taunton, Stoneham, Arlington, Manchester, Billerica, Stoneham, Apache Junction, Arizona, Brattleboro, Vermont, West Roxbury, West Bridgewater, Scituate, Mansfield, Fall River, Walpole, another Fall River, Cape Cod, Auburn, Leominster, Newton, London, excellent, Woonsocket, Conway, New Hampshire, Nashua, Ipswich, Merrimack, Southbridge, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Leominster, Wuhan, excellent, Pembroke, Billerica, Which city? I think that's Salem. East Wareham, Toronto, Canada. I think that's a new one. Las Vegas. Excellent. Point Sebago, Maine. Is that near you, Brett?
Fuck if I know. I know there's a Sebago Lake.
Yeah.
Like a half hour.
New Jersey, 908. Excellent. UK, Kansas City, Glendale, Arizona. Another a beachfront in Glendale. Excellent. Dennisport, Cape Cod, Somerville, Attleboro, Cape Humphrey, South Carolina. Had a baby, Adam Delory. Weymouth, Jefferson. Excellent. Bedford, West Tisbury, Sturbridge, East Bridgewater, Sturbridge, Brockton, Denver, Colorado. That's a new one. Putnam, Connecticut, Texas, Chelmsford.
Texas.
Yeah, Texas. Stone. I mean, they're everywhere tonight, man. They're everywhere. So, Lynn, Westminster, Bristol, Fort Worth, Texas, Manchester, New Hampshire, Cheshire, Northwestern UK. Definitely not London. Thank you for clarifying that, David. Attleboro. Excellent. All right, Weymouth. I missed you. They're going kind of fast. Coventry, I see in there. We got a lot of good places tonight, so that's good. All right, so just a reminder, guys, that we have been demonetized due to the abortion that is Bristol Blarney. She reported us for copyright. We won. We got the videos restored, but the YouTube was demonetized as a result of that for like 30 days, but it's kind of a blessing in disguise because they took like 30%, so now we can share the PayPal link. We got a PayPal link here. So, and when you donate during the show, right, if you would, as you would during the super chat, you can write a message, and I can read them off periodically live during the show. If you'd like to have a message to get out there, you can do that. So if one of the mods could link that in the comments, here's the deal. If we can raise $150 by the end of the night, I got a good freestyle for you. I promise. I've been working on it the last couple hours. It's a good one. You're going to like this one. So if we can get $150 donated to the fundraiser, we will have an excellent freestyle tonight, I promise. All right, so
what is it? What's the beat tonight?
We have Eminem, Till I Collapse. You guys know this beat? Let's see. Where'd it go? Here, this one. Oh, it's a good one. It's going to be an angry one. You do a lot to this. I can't wait. So please unleash me, unlock me. We get $150 and we'll make it happen. All right, so let's start with the first topic, shall we, Brett? I think we wanted to start with the story out of Manchester. I feel like Manchester's the bar scenes. I've never been up there, but
never been there. I heard on another podcast.
Yeah, never been.
You've never been.
Never been.
Manchester?
I don't think so. I think I've been through it, but I don't think I've actually been in
Not
it.
even when they used to have the back in the day anyway. They used to have the concerts right next to the river, the outdoor concerts and shit.
I'm from Worcester. We have a Palladium. No. What are we going to concert in Manchester for?
Because it was a huge outdoor fucking stage.
Yeah, we had fucking Lollapalooza in Worcester. Yep. Was it local? Which one do we have in Worcester? Local Palooza? Right. Is that what they called it? What was the one on Green Hill they used to have, Brett?
What, the one they had? Green Hill, yeah, that was Local Bazooka.
Yeah, Local Bazooka, that's what it was, yeah. So we had the bootleg Lollapalooza. So, I've been to concerts, and I don't need to go to Manchester for a concert, and, whatever. I heard, I feel like I know enough about it that I don't need to go there. It sounds like every time I write about it, it's bad news. I write about it frequently, and...
shithole. That was the one good thing about it, was the old concerts. It's a fucking trash pit.
Yes.
Not as bad as trash.
Are there any Manchester people in the comments tonight? Let us know if you are. I'm sure there's some in here because I'm definitely expecting. A lot of them were looking forward to this because I got some updates on this story. Because this guy, I guess, is famous up there. Famous for being a douchebag mostly, but he's well known. His name is Tommy Greek, whatever the fuck. We just call him Feta Cheese Freddie. I'm not even going to bother learning his name. Let me bring his blog up here. The bootleg Avenatti one. There it is. All right, so quick recap of the story. Here's how it goes. Feta Cheese Freddie pays some cleaning lady who owns a small business to clean his townhouse. And she does a great job. It's a complete shithole. He just bought the place. And this guy is a baller. Like, at least he appears that way. Like, all of his pictures at his club, he owns a bar in town called, it's the most generic name ever, Brett. Whiskey's 20. Can we just stop and talk about that for a moment? Why the if you? What?
Well, he ran out of names.
He did. He had a place called Drink with a Y.
That's terrible.
Yeah, we Drink with a Y. But somebody got stabbed there, and that was bad for business. First of all, if people are getting stabbed at your bar, that's on you. I'm sorry. It's partly on you. Like, you're attracting the crowd, the stabbing crowd. That's not normal, Brett.
No, I've been to a lot of shitty Worcester bars, and
Yeah.
not once did I get stabbed.
Yeah, like, I never got stabbed at the Blarney Stone. I'll put it that way. And, you know, because it's pretty simple.
That place he runs is basically, it's Mambo Drinks North.
Exactly.
Like.
It's Mambo
Religious
Drinks
fights,
for...
stabbing students.
It's Mambo Drinks for white people, basically. It seems like the whole city is. And, like, because we've written about Manchester before. Juice and Jeremy, last year around this time, literally got his girlfriend killed. Then you had the incident at McGarvey's on New Year's Eve. Another one, that fucking drunk guy got the shit kicked out of him by the Juicehead bouncers. Something's always going on up there. And this guy, I'd never heard of this place before, but it used to be called Drink, and now it's called Whiskey's 20. I don't know. It's like you have to be 20 to be his girlfriend, I think. That seems to be the pattern here. And Mr. Whiskey's 20, this guy is just this creepiest looking fucking dude. Could not possibly be creepier looking. Looks like every nightclub owner ever. It's like, dude, you're fucking old. What are you doing going out? Like, stop it. Who are you? What are you doing here? You look fucking ridiculous. You absolutely look ridiculous. But, you know, some people are saying, like, you know, maybe part of you is jealous of him. It's like, he does pull some tail, Brett, apparently.
You, on one of the shows, you were drooling over all the bras.
Yeah, how can you not?
They're all beautiful and all this other bullshit.
No?
They're not all beautiful, though. No, I don't think so. Especially that other picture, the big-ass blonde on the left. She ain't nothing special.
She can get it.
It's just bar whore.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, they come on. Stop it. They are bar whores, I'm sure. But, you know, it could,
and
like...
fall in a year from now, they'll be at the Lamplighter.
Right,
Nothing
right.
special.
Like, they're not going to be so pretty 10 years from now, obviously. But for now, I mean, whatever. No. But somehow the guy pulls it off. First of all, they're whores. Like, let's be honest. Right? If you're going to be out there and you're on this guy's fucking arm, like, come on. What are we doing? Like, you're attracted to this guy? You got to be fucking kidding me. There's nothing attractive about it. He looks like a fucking joke. He's a walking joke. He's a fucking character. He's, like, here for our amusement. He's like, oh, he's not juiced up. Oh, yeah, sure thing, dude. You're all natural. Look at Brett. I used to live with some juice heads back in college. I know the difference between, like, guys who work out every day and go to the gym and juice heads. And this guy, I'm sorry. Like, okay, you say he's not a juice head. Let's fucking prove it. Let's prove it. Let's start asking around. Let's do a fucking drug test right here. Let's do it right fucking now. Let's find out if he's juicing. I'm willing to bet that he's juicing. That's just my guess. Because you don't get, like, fucking, like, especially his age.
Body. Like, that's TRT, fucking roids, all that shit.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, look at this guy. That's not a fucking natural physique. You don't get that like that by fucking doing crunches and shit like that. That's not what you look like at age 50 by, you know, keeping in shape and shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, you know.
That's some fucking liquid help.
Exactly. Like, come on.
Right.
Give me a break. So this guy looks, he looks absurd. He looks ridiculous. But he's always surrounded by a nice looking tail. Obviously, I called them loose moraled because guess what? That's what they are. If you dress like that and you go out to clubs, right? And like you're like, oh, I'm just a bartender. These are just the uniforms. Yeah, you have whore uniforms, no?
So wait, let me point something out. That when you did the podcast before, before you got the letter and all shit, it was you apologized for calling them loose moral. You're like, I'm just assuming. I don't know. And then tonight it's after the letter, after all the new info. It's like, listen, you whores. I guess I fucking love that.
I mean, but come on.
It's fucking great.
Come on. Give me a break. Maybe they don't whore around a lot, but like you're presenting yourself as one. Like that's the look that you're clearly going for. Like this is not how you dress up when you go to a bar unless you are like, why are you showing me your ass? Like why? Why am I looking at your big fat ass? Not that I mind it, but it's there. Like that's not how a non-loose moral woman dresses. No?
just because they dress like that does not mean that they want that type of attention, Aiden.
Well, you know what else I noticed in the background here, Brett? Is that in this picture that I have... What was that?
Look at that huge ass.
Here's a big one.
That's what we're supposed to say, right? Just they dress like that. It doesn't mean that they're gutter pigs.
Right.
But I beg to differ.
I do.
If that's how you present yourself, right there, the two in the red.
Yeah.
One of them looks like she's going to shit out the XDBT card. Yeah, you're a whore. That broad's mouth is like the United Nations of dick suckers. Guaranteed.
Dude, look in the background, too, of this picture. What do you notice anything in the background of that picture, Brett?
What is it, with the shit hanging from the wall?
That's a goddamn stripper pole. That's a fucking stripper pole in the background. Maybe it's cut off by the freaking thing, but there's a goddamn stripper pole there in the background. I shit you not. That's what that is. Like we're not loose morals. We just have.
In the back looked like someone's mother. Like she's too old for that.
She's like 24. You think so? I don't know.
No, come on, look at her face.
I mean, it is what it is. But anyway, the blog's not about them. The blog is about the dude who markets his name. Like, look at him. He's covered. Like, that's an expensive watch. I don't know what the fuck that costs, but it's probably expensive, right? The guy, I'm sure this shirt probably costs like fucking $300. That's the kind of douchebag he is. He drives around a freaking Mercedes. Like, he's ridiculous. And they're charging $100 for a bottle of fucking Tito's that's probably watered down. And he can't pay his fucking cleaning lady. And to top it all off, he blames it on COVID-19. He blames it on the commie cold. It's like you hired her a month before this, right?
Yeah. And now you can't pay her because of the boomer remover. That makes sense.
Yes, that totally makes sense. So and then he goes on this chick's page who writes about it. He's got the nerve to show up on her fucking page and writes as follows. After the woman shames him, like 2 months later, he hasn't paid me, he's dodging my calls, and he goes, "Hey, thanks. Sorry, just waiting for some financial relief the government has promised, so we don't lose everything. Appreciate your patience and understanding. We didn't forget you." Bitch, you did forget her. What are you talking about? He actually.
Is that the new Chester Greek voice? Are we going
the Greek voice? Yeah, Greek voice.
The Manchester Greek voice.
Manchester Greek voice. But it's like he shows up and he goes, this chick says you're like I'm not she goes, "I'm not even getting a handout from the government. It must be nice." He goes, "Never have we. We still have to figure out how to insure the property, pay the taxes, etc. Thank you. Thanks for your compassion." Like, bitch, this ain't compassion. She's like, this is shaming you, and rightfully so, because you haven't paid. What is wrong with you? So you go on his page, he's spending all his money on vodka and all this shit. They have a VIP. I hate any place that has a VIP section, Brett. I hate any bar that has a VIP section.
I don't think I don't go to bars like that. Like, I don't like bars to begin with. For what I spend in an hour at a bar, I could drink for 2 days at home type thing.
Yeah.
But I don't spend in a bar that had a VIP section.
I don't like the...
You go to places like that?
No, I don't. When I was first turned 21, you go where people drag you, right? And I used to fucking hate places like this because I've been to places like this, like downtown Worcester, all these people feeling, on the rocks. You ever been to On the Rocks in Worcester?
No.
I mean, it's like across the street from Leitrim's. It's like full of Euro trash. I don't know what it is about fucking like Eastern Europeans. No offense. I'm about to get a little racist here against Eastern Europeans, but it's fucking true. It's like they come here and they love the fucking disco, and they love to wear the tight shirts and the fucking pants. None of them, like, if you asked them, like, if you want to pick up a casual conversation about the Patriots, you think any of these guys can fucking do that? No. They're here for, like, disco, everything. And so you go there, like, the VIP thing. It's like just a place. Any bar that has a VIP section where you pay fucking hundreds of dollars to go there and pay for more overpriced shit so you can feel like a fucking baller in Manchester. You're a fucking baller in New Hampshire. You're not in New York. You're in New Hampshire. Stop it. You're not a fucking baller by definition. You live in fucking Manchester. Oi. So, any place like that is just filled with these people who are living paycheck to paycheck but want to feel special. You know, they want to feel like, ooh, look at me. I'm a baller. I have a tight shirt on, and I got disco, and I'm going to get all these fucking nice-looking chicks to come over, and we're going to drink 100 bottle Tito's, and I'm going to... Shut the fuck up. Anyway, I hate it. I hate all the fucking... I hate how this guy used his... Like, he's obviously making money, and he's using coronavirus as an excuse not to pay this chick. So then on Thursday... or Wednesday, whatever, whatever day I got a freaking email from his attorney. Bootleg Michael Avenatti shows up. And here's this guy here. His name is Robert Fojo, Brett. Fucking Fojo. What kind of name is that?
I don't know.
The only buddy...
I'm not going to get us in trouble.
No, who cares? Say whatever I mean, disclaimer. Whatever Brett says, he's just a guest. He is not... a contracted employee of Turtle Boy Sports. His opinions are his and his alone. So go ahead. What do you think, Brett?
No, keep going now with that setup. I can't do it. But look at him. Just look at that picture. Yes. Dude, he is everyday best ever. Look at him.
He really is. I mean, you look at this guy. You're like, like you watch out for a guy like that when you go to the bar. Like that guy's up to no good. Like I just look at him like, I don't trust that motherfucker.
Ended near him. Absolutely not. You come back, he's stirring your drink.
Yes.
Say, I held this for you. Next thing you know, you're getting Cosby.
So let me read this fucking email he sends me. Did I read this the other day in the live? I forget. But he contacts me, and he says, I'm contacting you on behalf of Feta Cheese Freddie and these 3 whores. And he goes, he names the whole article, blah, blah, blah. My understanding is there is another version of this article with some minimal changes to the statements I identify below with a corresponding heavy increase in vulgarity. Okay. Despite the language used in your article, Mr. Feta Cheese Freddie has been a reputable and responsible business owner in Manchester, New Hampshire. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to write that down. Responsible business owner. Okay, so that's 1. He's responsible business owner. We're going to find out just how responsible he is shortly. He's also, for over a decade, and the many individuals his business, Whiskey's 20, has employed, are hardworking people who spend hours upon hours earning a living every weekend in order to pay their bills and maintain a livelihood. Kind of like a cleaning lady would, Brett. Yeah, funny how that works.
So you got money for a lawyer.
Yep.
But not for Rod to clean your fucking toilet.
Yes. That's obviously the first thing that stood out when I got this email. I'm like, wait a minute. The broke dude is hiring his attorney. First of all, I highly doubt he paid this guy a dime. I guarantee these 2 are just butt buddy friends. Because I saw him comment on... The lawyer commented on his Facebook page today. Feta Cheese Freddie's Facebook page is still up and running. We're going to try to call him tonight, believe me. And he wanted to... I saw bootleg Michael Avenatti on there commenting, calling him like handsome and shit. It was weird. You can tell they have a weird relationship. I don't know what's going on there, but
that's what I want. I want my fucking attorney on my Facebook telling me I look cute.
Yes, that's literally what he said. It was fucking weird. So I commented on it, and I'm like, "Come on the show tonight, bootleg Avenatti." Then he blocked me. So, or at least I think he did. He took his comment down. So anyway, so he goes on. And he goes, these are the defamatory comments about Whiskey's 20 employee. Okay, that Mr. Feta Cheese Freddie is a Greek juicehead, which implies he ingests steroids. First of all, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Implies 100%. I didn't actually say he was on steroids. I kind of definitely said it tonight. I'm going to guess he's on steroids. That's my guess. It's an educated guess. But I think most reasonable people would agree that he appears to be that way. And I love how he does the snarky little thing in the quotation in the parentheses, Brett. By the way, Juicehead is 2 words. Actually, Juicehead isn't even a fucking word at all, dude. Juicehead's like a nickname. It's like a playful thing that you call fucking Juiceheads. It's not an actual word. Juice. Yes, I know juice and head are 2 different words. But I love.
Now read the next thing he has in quotes in that same voice for me. Always had.
Okay. Mr. Feta Cheese Freddie, quote, always has a harem of young, loose-moraled women around him. Parentheses. By the way, the word moraled, at least as I think you meant to use it, is spelled wrong. It should have 2 L's. First of all, I went and Googled that afterwards. I actually spelled it correctly. It was with 1 L. And the mere fact that this guy I stopped taking him seriously the moment I saw the parentheses, Brett. The by the way. Like, I'm like, what kind of fucking lawyer does that? Like, by the way. Here's what you spelled wrong. First of all, the word that I did spell wrong was harem, but he didn't correct that one.
No,
he missed that one.
I bet talk just like that too. And by the way.
Yeah, by the way. So he goes on to say,
how you say that.
Mr. Feta Cheese Freddie has other bills he's missing. First, I don't think I said that. Other people said that. I just screenshotted what they said, and I'm like, uh-oh. But as it turns out, I'm going to write that one down too. Bills not paid. We're going to see about that. See how that true is. Next, he says, Mr. Feta Cheese Freddie employees dictate in the many photos included in your articles are Southern New Hampshire University rejects. So Southern New Hampshire University, from my understanding, Brett, is like the Quincy College of the North, no? Quincy Community College.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
I assume it is.
Usually,
I don't know not anything about Southern New Hampshire. All I know is they have commercials. If your college has commercials, then you let anybody in. You know what I mean?
Is that like the Job Corps of colleges?
It kind of seems like it. It seems like everybody's seeing these commercials where like, stand up if you're a single mom. That's literally like the first thing they said at the graduation. Stand up if you're a single mom. If you have so many single moms graduating from your school that they were required to stand up at graduation, then you're going to like a bootleg school. I'm sorry. Like,
I know what commercials you're talking about.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Stand up if you're...
You were homeless weeks ago and now you have a social sciences degree. Stand up.
Yeah. It's an online college, you were saying?
If you just got your EBT card.
People are saying it's actually a real college. Well, so is Quincy, right? So, whatever. So is Arizona State. That doesn't mean it's, whatever. Anyway, goes on to say, your rhetorical insinuation that Mr. Feta Cheese Freddie is a, quote, drug dealer. So, I didn't actually say he was a drug dealer, but what he's saying is that I suggested that he's a drug dealer because he says he owes $650,000 in debts. Is that normal to owe $650,000 in debts?
How the fuck do you dig that deep?
How are you alive? What kind of debt collector lets it amass that much? $650,000? It's like, yo, I owe 2 houses. What?
And a bunch. Yeah, that's leaky as fuck.
Yeah, so that sounds interesting. So he goes on to say, the statements above are false and communicate false and defamatory information about Mr. Feta Cheese Freddie and his employees to both existing customers and potential customers in the area. For instance, they communicate that he ingests illegal drugs, traffics illegal drugs, and has numerous unpaid bills. They also communicate that his employees are engaging in promiscuous sex with customers and that they were rejected from a local university. Well, first of all, nobody gets rejected from Southern New Hampshire University, so that was like a joke. Second of all, I don't think they're fucking customers. They're definitely fucking somebody, no? Like, somebody's fucking.
Yeah, they're fucking.
Yeah, they're fucking. I mean, if they're not, what a waste.
That's how the lawyer paid.
And no comment. I can't comment on that. I don't know.
Yeah. No, my opinion, the satire of the shit I say ain't got shit to do with you. I'm saying he looks like the type of motherfucker, ambulance chasing piece of shit that would take some blowjobs at Brown Eye to write a fucking legal document. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, he looks like, I call him Bootleg Avenatti because he looks like the kind of guy that would represent a porn star, no?
It looks like he'd suck a drug dealer's dick. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
just throwing that out there. So it goes on to say, so he goes on to say, blah, 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 nothing of him. And then my favorite, when he goes, also, you use many derogatory terms to refer to Mr. Feta Cheese Freddie and the fact that he is Greek, a Greek juicehead, a gypsy gyro, Feta Cheese Freddie. Yeah, how dare I invoke Greek food when speaking of the Greeks. Welcome to, and by the way, welcome to Turtle Boy, dipshit. This is what we do here. We make fucking jokes, you fucking sad, pathetic, terrible sense of humor, troglodyte. He goes on to say, aside from the defamatory statements above, This part is even more alarming. If Mr. Feta Freddie was black or Hispanic, I doubt you would have used any derogatory terms to refer to his heritage or culture. Well, first of all, somewhat true with black. Somewhat true with black. Because of slavery, right? There is this line in comedy that you can't cross. Like, you can't do the black jokes, Brett. You can't do it.
Yeah, no, and I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I don't write the rules.
Continue.
If it was okay to do, I would do it. But
we wouldn't say something about it. If they're ghetto trash, we'll call them ghetto trash. Doesn't matter what color they are.
But I wouldn't call.
If
I saw a black guy, acting ratchet or whatever, like this. Like, I wouldn't call him like Jamal or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, that could be construed the wrong way.
All right.
I wouldn't call him, I wouldn't like fried chicken Freddie. Like, I wouldn't say something like that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. And but he's got a good point. That's a fair point. I would not treat.
And then look, Taco Jose over here.
Yes, that ain't right. I don't make the rules. For whatever reason, it's okay to make fun of Europeans. So I'm going to make fun of Europeans. Well, I can get away with it. Period. End of story.
Yeah.
And because you're, it is what it is. I don't write the rules, so I just follow the rules. So Greeks are fair game. And if you think I'm bad to the Greeks, wait till you hear how I feel about the Portuguese. Don't even get me fucking started. You guys are all the Portuguese, sharks, coyotes, don't get me started. So this guy's all upset about this. And I also got an email, Brett, from some other Greek guy this week whining about this. Like, is this just a country full of cunts? What is wrong with them?
Just a random Greek fellow emailed you because of the blogs?
Yeah, just a random. He messaged the page like, "This is not okay. I usually like your stuff, but this is not okay to make stereotypes about the Greeks. What if they were?" He said the same. What if they were black or Hispanic? Would you do the same? It's like, no, I wouldn't. But like, for whatever reason, like 5 years ago, Brett, I made a comment in a blog about like how like Greek pizza shop owners, they're all like fucking grumpy because they are. They're all the fucking same. And it's like, why? When did you guys become such a salty, cunty group of people? What's wrong with Greek people? I like the Greeks. I like Greek friends. But what's up with that?
If you start off with, I like most of your stuff until, just go fuck your mother. I'm so fucking sick of that.
Oh yes,
everything's cool until we find out your cousin fucking dick behind the fucking pick and save. Then we're assholes pointing it out. Go fuck your mother with that shit. You like it or you don't.
I've gotten a lot of that this week, Brett. Especially when it comes to the nurses shit. I really like you, except yeah. So anyway, we'll come to that a little later on. But he goes on to say, your repeated use of these racial slurs, Feta Cheese Freddie is not a racial slur, to describe him was unprofessional and downright disgusting. Yes, it was very unprofessional. Like, this whole fucking operation's unprofessional. Welcome to, what are you, you're going to sue me because I'm unprofessional? Because it's downright disgusting. Oh, suck a dick. That's disgusting. Anyway, he goes, he wants it removed. His reputation is damaged, all this stuff. He gives me a deadline to take it down. Bitch, you sent me an email. You can't just be like, what if it went to my spam folder? You're not even going to send it certified mail? Like, that's how I know he's bootleg. And he goes, if not, my client will want compensation. Bitch, the bar's closed. What are you talking about? The coronavirus killed your bar, not me. What are you talking? Oh my God. I'm not paying your cleaning.
That's what you'll get next as well. And this man is responsible for a loss of income for my client because no one's coming to the bar.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because everything's closed, you fucking butt fucking piece of shit. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So anyway,
stick a lamp asshole.
Fojo Law writes this stuff, and I send him back a thing, and I'm like, I told him at the end, what do you call a Greek guy with a big dick? Italian. Oh, hopefully like that one. So anyway, let's talk about these guys. So let's see how much of this is true, because I've done a little investigating here. So here's some court documents from a court case in 2011. It's a little bit blurry, but let me read this to you. So this is Hillsborough County, at the Superior Court in Manchester, 2011. Grand jurors for the state of New Hampshire, upon oath, present that a guy named Mako Justiniano Suarez. Okay, now this gentleman, I spoke with him. I spoke with this guy this week on the phone. He's in Bolivia now. Okay, he's in Bolivia because his ass got deported because of Feta Cheese Freddie. Where do you hear this story? So this guy, go ahead.
Porque why Feta cheese?
Yes.
Porque why?
So this dude is a big Bolivian dude who was hired as this guy's bodyguard, and he lived with him as his bodyguard, Brett. If you feel the need to have a bodyguard, you're up to no good. No?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't hire someone with a gun or a huge dude or something if you're not doing something wrong.
Yes.
Or you're just that famous, you need it, but you're not that famous.
So it goes on to say, so this is this guy's grand jury. And he says, in the year of our, he did commit the crime of conspiracy to possess a controlled drug with the intent to sell. With a purpose that the crime of possession of controlled drug with intent to sell, he committed a crime defined by statute. He agreed with one or more of the following persons: Thomas Feta Cheese Freddie, John Sladden, Derek Lewis, and other persons known or unknown to commit or cause the commission of the crime of possession of marijuana in a quantity of 5 pounds or more, including any adulterants or dilutants with the intent to sell, and blah, 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 blah. So here is the conspiracy that was involved. So this guy was in a conspiracy. Hold on 1 second. So this guy is involved in a conspiracy to sell weed. Now, is weed that big of a deal? No. But the fact of the matter is, it was illegal in 2011, and other people got in trouble for it, but not him, as we're going to see. So, on April 13th, 2011, Feta Cheese Freddie instructed John Sladden and Mako Giustianino to meet in Salem, New Hampshire. John Sladden drove a BMW automobile containing approximately 100 pounds of marijuana. 100 pounds! Woo! Including any adulterants or dilutants to Salem, New Hampshire. John Sladden and Mako Giustianiano met in Salem. John Sladden gave Mako Giustianiano approximately 100 pounds of marijuana, including blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so to deliver, for delivery, to Feta Cheese Freddie in Manchester to sell. So basically, what this grand jury indictment is saying is that Mako, the bodyguard, was sent by Feta Cheese Freddie to go pick up 100 pounds of pot, all right, from this guy, John Sladden. And Mako delivered the 100 pounds of marijuana acquired from John Sladden to Feta Cheese Freddie in Manchester. How about that? So he actually delivered. I mean, this guy's like, he can't even go pick up the pot himself. He has to spend the fucking Bolivian the bodyguard. So he goes on to say, on or about April 13th, Feta Cheese Freddie possessed approximately 100 pounds of pot, including adulterates and blah, 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 which he intended to sell. He gave Derek Lewis approximately 20 pounds of marijuana to sell. So he takes 100 pounds, gives 20 to this guy. Thomas paid John Sladden a partial payment of approximately 60 grand for 100 pounds of pot from John Sladden. Derek Lewis paid Thomas Feta Cheese Freddie $1,800, representing proceeds from the sale of 1 pound of marijuana acquired from him. On or about April 20th, of course these guys get arrested on 420, John Sladden had a telephone conversation with Feta Cheese Freddie, during which he agreed to meet with Feta Cheese Freddie on April 21st to collect the outstanding drug debt of approximately $40,000 to $50,000, representing the outstanding amount owed on the 100 pounds of marijuana that Sladden had delivered to Feta Cheese Freddie. Sladden drove from Manchester to New Hampshire, blah, 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 blah. So, just to review what happened here. This guy was sent the bodyguard to go meet with this guy in Salem to pick up 100 pounds of pot. He gives him like half upon delivery, right? And the guy brings it back. The guy ends up getting busted. This is the grand jury for the fucking delivery man, Brett. And I spoke with the delivery man this week. And he doesn't live here anymore. The poor guy lives in fucking Bolivia because he had a choice. go to jail for 10 to 12 years or go to Bolivia. He chose Bolivia. And he's fucking pissed. He's pissed. Like, the guy lives in fucking Bolivia now because of this douchebag. And answer me this, Brett, because he also, in time, this is what the guy alleged. Mako tells me that not only does he got caught with pot, but he deals coke too. That's what he said. He dealt coke. And he also says he's got 2 kids. One of them's a teenager now. The other one's 8. He doesn't take care of either of them. And he according to Mako, he used drugs a lot too while his daughter was at his house. This is back when he actually used to get visitations, I guess, with the daughter. He had him pick up a pack of butter. So he got, he tells me his whole story there. Why isn't Freddie in jail, do you think, Brett?
Because he's eating some cheese, son. He's eating that cheese.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's plainly obvious what's happening here, people, huh?
How the fuck do you throw the Bolivian under the bus, son? He would have killed people for you, and you threw him away over some weed?
Yeah.
Fucking bitch, man.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. Yeah. This guy is, I mean, I don't want to come out and say that he's a snitch-ass bitch, but he certainly smells like a snitch-ass bitch. Yeah, of course he is. You know how many people contacted me after this blog, Brett? Dozens. And they all said the same thing. That everybody in Manchester knows this guy is a DEA informant. He is a fucking snitch. That's how he keeps it going. He's a fucking snitch. And the Manchester police know him very well. They know him very well. They don't like this fucking guy. He's a pain in the ass. So it goes on to say, here's some comments, other comments that I got. So I'm just going to read some quotes of stuff that people have sent me. These are allegations that people have sent me about this guy. He's a scumbag forever. When I was 15 or 16... 1996-ish, he had some very sexually inappropriate things to say to me. Okay? His mother, Rosalie Sweeney, I don't even know if this is his real last name, this Greek thing. I think his last name might be Sweeney. People have told me he's never even been to Greece. He might be pretending to be Greek, Brett. I think his name might be Sweeney. Anyway, I can't confirm that yet. So he said Rosalie Sweeney is his mother. And his mother cleans the money, I guess, because there's a lot of money coming in and out of this guy. He has a mentally disabled sister, or a somewhat disabled sister, whose name everything is in.
And he can't pay to have his fucking bathroom cleaned. All of this.
Yes.
And you can't pay that poor bitch who was bleaching your fucking shithole.
Yes. I swear. I mean, what a fucking piece of shit. What a piece of shit this guy is. And according to sources, this woman, he puts all the shit in his sister's name, who is mentally disabled apparently. He can't own or manage a business with a liquor per state law, but he must have paid them off. That's what they're saying. His last name used to be Sweeney. Okay. Now I got a doc. Check this out. Where do you see this? What I got here? Check out this website. Look what else he does for work.
I was trying to do like a racist Greek accent, but I don't even know one. It would have just came out like Italian. Hey, how do I do?
So he's a realtor.
I don't fuck with Greek.
Here's I know. Thomas Feta Cheese Freddie here. He's got a mobile number there. I'm going to call that thing. He's got some real estate here. Look at the homes he's selling. Look at this place in Goffstown, New Hampshire. He's supposedly selling. He's a fucking realtor too. I doubt, is he even listed? I don't know, but he's selling these fucking shacks. Like, imagine hiring this guy to be your fucking real estate agent. Look at this. Look at this fucking thing. He's selling that thing. How long has that been on the market for? Good Lord.
Does he have a Sensi account, too?
A what? Let's call him.
Does he, like, sell fucking essential oil? Sensi. Let's call about that Grady Hill Road joint.
I know. I kind of want to buy that. I'm going to call him right now. I'm going to call him right now. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's up to.
We can all just walk around in thongs, smoking weed. Imagine that. Bunch of turtle riders walking around in thongs, smoking weed. That's disgusting.
Hi, Thomas on Tuesday, April 14th. For information on whiskeys, please check in with us once a week for additional updates. We'll keep you all posted. For information on the Maribay, any of our listings, looking to buy or sell a house or invest in real estate, please text us at 603-860-1949. That's 860-1949. Thank you so much for calling, and have a great day.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Tommy. I'm looking to buy a house. I was on your website. I saw the house on 3 Grady Hill Road. It looks beautiful. I'd really like to purchase it. Great piece of property. So if you give me a call back, I think my number should have come up. I'd love to talk about buying that property off you. Thank you. Bye. All right. So that didn't. You see, they had another number you can call just for the real estate. I'm going to call that one right now. Wait, is that the number I just called? Is that the number I just...
I don't fucking know. I was literally holding my breath so I didn't fucking laugh while you were leaving the message.
Sorry. The number he told me to call for
the voice.
Yeah.
I was interested in that plot of land that you're selling.
Yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful house.
By the way.
Yes. So that's...
road with an E, not a Y.
Feta cheese Freddie. So here's some more comments that people thought. This is another one he gave me. He used to scream and swear at me and even got violent and threw a toddler bed at me mid-argument. Another one.
Aww.
So he has...
the toddler still in it?
No, he has 2 children, Brett. So and both women were very young when he impregnated them. The same shit, right? You know, he kind of preys on these younger women who are impressed by his fucking bullshit, I guess. And then they wise up and they realize, for some of them it's too late. So this one woman, she said, I left at 9 months and stayed away from while she was 9 months pregnant because I heard from many people that he became an informant and was in big trouble. I was worried about my daughter's safety. So he hasn't paid a lick of child support to this woman. And he apparently has no relationship with this 8-year-old. And that's the kind of person he is. So according to the lawyer, though, remember, the lawyer says that it's defamatory to say he has bills that are not paid. Well, in my opinion, you should be paying for crotch fruits that you create, in my opinion. And that does not seem to be correct. He has bills that are not paid. He didn't pay his cleaning lady, did he? Last I checked. So that kind of counts as a bill not paid.
Yeah.
So it goes on to say, so like Suzette saying...
I bet you the Bolivian didn't get his pay neither.
No, I bet you didn't either. It said Whiskey's 20 was originally licensed in 2015. Rosalie Sweeney is the president. And Amelia Sweeney is the vice president. How about that? Huh? These fucking people want to poke the turtle. But they could have just gone away. And now I'm not going to fucking stop. I will not stop until these fucking frauds are exposed forever. Goes on to say, I'm very vindictive like that. I don't know if you know that about me. Let's see what else here. He's only seen the girl a couple times. Let's see. Just moved on with his life and his club and lifestyle. His bathroom attendants, there's another person they tell me, his bathroom attendants looked the other way. Well, he did shady drugs deals in the bathroom. One of the guys who was the biggest dealer for Tommy ended up going to jail. And they sent me the link for the guy who went to jail. We're going to look into that. He says, and so let's talk about the lawyer now. Let's talk about the attorney, Robert Fojo. This is what an emailer tells me about him. Like his newest client, Robert Fojo has been sued multiple times for not paying his bills. See the attached case summaries. One from his former landlord. Note that in the case, he submitted a memorandum of law in a small claims action, which anyone who does this for a living knows is a complete overreach for this type of case, and he still lost. The plaintiff did not submit any such necessary memo and won. He also filed an administrative appeal related to the DMV matter last year, see attached, which he withdrew the day before the final hearing. I imagine that action probably had something to do with his 2019 DWI arrest, but that's just my opinion. Surely the Manchester police would comply with your FOIA request, which I will be doing, if you had questions on that arrest, which I do. Don't let the Harvard Law degree fool you. He obnoxiously touts every chance he gets. He's genuinely terrible at his job. Things seem to be taking a strange downturn from about a year ago. He moved residences and his business moved to a smaller location. This was shortly after his arrest. So here are the documents right here. He was taken to small claims court, Robert Fojo, Esquire, taken by a guy named Kevin Milkey. All right. And I looked up Kevin Milkey's company. He owns a company that does like court recordings. They record depositions and stuff like that. So he never paid. He probably had a couple depositions or whatever. I'm assuming never paid this guy for court for services. You do these depositions, they cost a lot of money. You got to pay the people that record it and stuff like that. And how the fuck do you end up in small claims court with your fucking landlord when you're a lawyer? How the fuck can the lawyer not pay his rent, Brett?
just the same way that the fucking pimp can't pay his fucking cleaning lady because they're all full of shit.
Yeah. So
bunch of butt fucking.
Yeah. So it gets better. So this guy, this attorney, has been. Let's see. These are more quotes from that I got about Fojo. The Secretary of State's website says it was dissolved, his former practice, in 2015. I know his former partner, now works at a larger firm in Manchester. Because you notice on his website, was all these, whatchamacallit, pictures of like young professionals looking people, you know what I'm talking about? Like, but they weren't from his law firm.
Just random internet pictures?
Yeah, like stock photos of like, I'm like, man, this guy's got a lot of like young, attractive black women working for him. What's up with that? I'm like, oh, they're just fucking stock photos. He works by himself in a fucking law firm. And he's probably buddies with this guy. It's like, oh, my butt buddy got his feelings hurt. I'm going to write this blogger a threatening email. And he probably thought that, like, this will scare him. But it's like, maybe you should Google me. Maybe. Like, the first thing
I was going to say, doesn't no one do their fucking research anymore?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even just the shit talker like me, I see someone, I want to fucking go at them. I at least look them up. Maybe find a soft spot or an angle, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All these fucking retards sending you fucking emails like there's Wi-Fi on the fucking short bus, and they don't look you up first. They don't go, oh, fuck, Turtle, what? Yeah, I got this. You don't think your bullshit's going to come out?
Yeah.
Like, is that what it is? They think they'll scare you into complying.
Well, a lot of people would. I think a lot of people out there, if they got a letter from a lawyer, would be like a little bit scared. I mean, I remember the first time I got a letter from a lawyer, I was a little bit scared. But I'm so fucking grizzled, son. You know what I mean? Like, I've been.
I remember when you got a call from a detective and you asked him how big his dick was. So
I do remember that. That was an Arizona cop. That doesn't count. And I thought I was talking to somebody else. But so this guy, he thought he could scare me, and a lot of people out there would be scared. But I'm like fucking. I'm pretty grizzled when it comes to court. Like, I've been around the block. I've been sued many times before by bigger scumbags than this. And I always win. I never even come close to losing. I've spent a lot of money. Thank you, Turtle Riders, for helping us out with that. Couldn't have done it without you fine people. But yeah, so this guy, he thinks he's slick. He thought he could scare me, but he doesn't. Google me, bitch. And you look at this guy. You're like, he's got a nice looking dime piece right there. First of all, he works for Marco Rubio. That's all you need to know about him. He campaigned for the guy who's associated with one thing and one thing alone. Small hands. And he looks like, look at this guy. He looks like fucking, his old pictures, he looks like a cross of Pauly D and Scott Peterson. Remember Scott Peterson? I'm not saying he killed his wife, but he looks like if Scott Peterson and Pauly D had a love child, this would be it right here. Look at this guy. Good Lord. Anyway. Oh, look at this douchebag. Good Lord. And so here's some pictures from his website. And it's like, what is this? It's just like, so Fojo Law, my friends are my estate, Emily Dickinson, #Friday Feeling. Why is there a hot black chick and like a sharp looking black dude standing right there? What the fuck does this have to do with his law firm? What? His whole freaking thing. Like, look at it. There's like 5 hands in there. Everyone's a different shade. I mean, it's like, what the fuck is even? Yeah, look at this guy with his fucking frappuccino here and his no tie, unbuttoned, young professional, growing the beard out a little bit. You know what I mean? Living the Brooklyn lifestyle, making, fucking a lot, making things happen, on the rise. High five, we did it, closed the big deal. Like, none of these people. Why is there a Chinese guy with a chick teaching his daughter to bike on those goddamn hood rat bikes from Worcester? Those yellow OFO bikes. Like,
why in the conference room picture? What's it say on the back, the wall of the conference room picture?
It says Mash Room 6. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. And they're cooking. Like, look at this guy. And here he is with his former partner who looks. I don't know if must not be his partner anymore because now it's just Fojo Law. I mean, look at this fucking douchebag. Oh my God. Imagine hiring this guy. What a fucking joke.
To ride a bicycle.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like, what the fuck? Teaching to ride bikes, some old dude holding a fucking albino baby.
Oh my
Looks
God.
like Aaron Hernandez and the fucking table.
And by the way,
fuck?
Can I mention that one of his chicks goes to Southern New Hampshire University? The one with the big fat ass. She goes to Southern New Hampshire. Of all the fucking, it was a joke, but it turns out she actually goes there. So she did not, in fact, get rejected. She got in because everybody gets into Southern New Hampshire University, I think. Anyway, so Bootleg Avenatti, let's go back to his story. Let's talk about him for a moment. He says that his former, the only thing I heard about that practice is that he couldn't work with other people. He actually has a one-person firm without administrative help, which is highly unusual and typically an indication that the attorney cannot afford administrative help. The Manchester District Court Family Division has several domestic violence petitions on file. Ooh, interesting. The Manchester District Court Family Division has several domestic violence petitions on file between him and his former girlfriend. Domestic violence petitions are public court files in New Hampshire. Guess who's going to be digging into that? Domestic violence. Not good. Not good. Fun fact, the same ex-girlfriend worked at Whiskey's. So the ex-girlfriend that he has a domestic violence file with, according to the source, who is an attorney herself, by the way, worked at Whiskey's while they were dating. And one night she was arrested following a showdown where he went to her work, threw her cell phone on the ground, and stomped on it. Then she chased him outside and threw an ashtray through the back of his car window and drove away. Hey, Attorney Fojo, I'm sure you're listening to this. I'm sure you're going to watch this. Do you regret emailing me yet, bitch? Do you still feel good about that? How do you feel? Do you think that was a smart move? Do you wish you could take that one back? I bet you wish you could take that one back, don't you? You thought you were going to be slick, and you thought you were going to scare me, but guess what? You poked the turtle. You should have Googled me, bitch, because this is what I do. I expose scumbags like you for a living, and it is a fucking pleasure. Let me just tell you. So, as it turns out, this guy has also sued someone before for defamation. Let me read this to you. This is in 2017. Judge Kenneth Brown dismissed the lawsuit against Kelly Murphy. Kelly Murphy is a well-respected woman who's the head of the town council in Bedford, I want to say New Hampshire. She's like a well-known woman. I think she's wealthy, it sounds like. And he dismissed a lawsuit against her after a jury had been assembled. Murphy was accused by a Manchester company, Accurate Landscaping, of damaging its business through comments she posted on the Facebook page of a Bedford moms group about quotes for spring yard work. So this woman is in a group of moms, and you know how that works. They're talking about prices, and she makes a comment about it. It's like 1,200 people in this group. She gets sued over it by the Cunty Landscaping Group. And guess who the attorney is? This is a quote. Kelly has always believed that this was a First Amendment issue and to her First Amendment right to post on a closed Facebook group, the lawyer wrote. Robert Fojo, the attorney for Accurate Landscaping, said the company quoted her a price of $3,400. In a Facebook post, Murphy called Accurate's quote the highest one that she received, Fojo said. But in another post, she said that the quotes ranged from $3,000 to $5,000. Accurate's quote was only for $3,400 on the low end of that range, Fojo said. So she falsely communicated that Accurate's quote was the higher of the two on that range. So just to review, the woman says that I got a few quotes here to get my lawn done. And it is between $3,000 and $5,000, and that his was the whatever, I forget the language she used, but it was the worst one basically, and it was $3,400. And this guy's no. The other one was higher. That's deformation. I'm going to sue your ass. She literally fucking represented I don't know who's worse, Accurate Landscaping or him. Fuck it. I hope Accurate Landscaping's listen. Fuck you too, you salty cunts. You guys are a fucking joke. Any company that sues a woman because she made a comment in a mom's Facebook group, you deserve to be out of business. Fuck your company. If you're up there, don't hire them. bunch of fucking cunts. That's what they are. Go to their competitor. That's my free speech. Come sue me, bitch. I fucking dare you, Accurate Landscaping. You hire a fucking... What a bunch of douchebags up in Manchester. Anyway, he goes on to say, but Brown ruled that the plaintiff would have had to prove special damages, which means that there was financial harm, and there was none. So he just threw it out. And Fojo says, this is a quote from him, that the case is far from over. I disagree with the court's ruling concerning the issue of whether Mrs. Murphy's statements constitute defamation per se, and we intend to appeal that decision to the Supreme Court. This guy's Ryan fucking Waters with the three-piece suit. Supreme Court over defamation?
Well, he's got to say that because he's going to suck more money out of this fucking short bus baby that he's representing.
You get it.
A fucking lawnmower man or whatever the fuck.
You get it. That's how these lawyers work, man. They just...
90%.
And I got in a fight with some lawyers, some turtle riding lawyers about this. Some turtle riding lawyers were like commenting to like, I'm like, this is unethical to do something like that. Because you know this case is going nowhere. You know that. You're not fucking stupid. And you're just milking money out of stupid plaintiffs instead of giving them the best legal advice, which is don't waste your money. That's the best advice you could give them. Don't waste your money. Yeah. But they fucking do it anyway because they're unethical, these lawyers, in my opinion. And these other lawyers came in, they're like, well, technically that's not unethical, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I don't want to hear your lawyer speak. Out here in regular folk town, we call that unethical. Like, stop it. It's not going to the Supreme Court.
Yeah. One of them that you were talking to kept going, oh, my cases don't make the person I am. And that's where I get that you're entitled to a defense, blah, blah, blah. If you defend, say, a rapist.
Yeah.
And the evidence, like you as an adult with a brain, look at the evidence, go, oh, he raped the fuck out of this person. And you still defend him. That 100% is indicative of your fucking character.
Well, no, not if you...
it's not, blah, blah, blah.
If you represent a rapist, it's because the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, gives you a right to legal defense, right? You have a right to defend. Like, that is a constitutional right. That's important to have for criminal matters. But what's not in the Constitution is a right to an attorney to sue somebody for deformation because your feelings were hurt. That's not in the Constitution. So that's like a thing that lawyers are choosing to do. You're choosing this one. It's not some like fucking ethical, like, you know, you're standing up for, you know, the accused or whatever. Like, I get that. You know, everybody deserves a legal... Harvey Weinstein deserved a legal defense. Everybody deserves a legal defense. But, like, not everybody deserves to sue a woman in a mom's Facebook group because she made a fucking comment. That's not every... You're choosing this. And you're choosing this because you're scummy. And you know this, and you're giving your client false hope that this is going somewhere so you can run up the fucking bill on him. In my opinion.
Yeah, that's why he said fucking, oh, this is far from over.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to talk this fucking moron into giving me more money to appeal this.
Yeah. So whatever. This cunt wants to try to sue me, bring it on. I'm not fucking afraid of him. Bitch ass.
Hey, wait.
Go ahead.
I haven't done this yet. Do you have a little screen so you can see if what you're up to as far as the freestyle?
Oh, yeah. Let me go. Good. Let me refresh. Let me hit refresh here. Take a 2-second break.
I just lit this for an hour, so I figured.
Yeah, it's true. Thank you. I got on a roll there. And I still got a couple. Oh, Jesus Christ. Woo. Wow. Okay, let me read some of the activity here. Holy shit. Looks like we got it. Todd Rougier says, Turtle Boy, mask production line. Excellent. Gene says, keep on keeping on. Definitely will do. KB says, for Freddie's wax. Itchy Balls says, courtesy of President Trump and the taxpayers of the USA, spending my Corona $1,200 wisely. Absolutely. Stimulating the economy. Patty Brosnan, thank you very much. Anonymous says, I spent $50 the other day, another little bit today, to see this M&M thing you're going to do. By the way, looks like you may know my sister, Amber Polisher. Keep up the good work. And yes, I lived in Manchester. Total shit show. People doing heroin by the river, 10 cities everywhere. So, absolute thank you. Chris Rios, thank you, my friend. 100. He says, ride that turtle, spit that fire. Will do. Let's see. Kirsten says, I can't throw it on red, so I'm throwing it on green. Thank you, miss. Abby says, $20 for a grilled chicken salad with feta and House Creek dressing. Absolutely. Rich says, hashtag boners for Brett. Emily says, we Brett. Suzanne says, for making Greek, take it up the ass. I mean, the Greeks, in fairness, the Greeks did invent sex, but the rest of the free world added, women and adults. But so I'll give them credit for that.
They love fucking. Let's not forget they're historically like you are the inventors of butt fucking kids. That's not my opinion. That's not a slur or nothing.
That's history.
Y'all were famous for eating and drinking too much, fucking kids, and shitting in the shower. And that's what y'all are known for. I didn't do it.
Going into debt and, capitulating to the Nazis and, having communism. Like, there's like a lot of shit that Greece. It's like most of the history out of Greece is bad history, but they still have a lot of pride. Anyway, CJ Gibbs says, keep fighting the good fight. Thanks for all you do. So, absolutely. So, thank you guys very much. The freestyle will happen tonight. Let me just real quick, we'll finish up on this and move on to a new topic. So I also got, this guy is currently suing the goddamn license commission, the New Hampshire license thing. And he says the cops has it out for him. I'm going to print this all out. But the cops basically, he claims the cops are picking on him because they're, fining him and shit. And they took away his liquor license for a little bit because people were stumbling out of their drunk. And one of the guys here, let's see, let me read this to you. On June 28th, 2019, Sergeant Daniel Elston and I traveled to Whiskey 20 to collect video surveillance and receipts from the evening of June 23rd. We met the owner of the establishment, identified as Feta Cheese Freddie, who was able to provide receipts for a server and a customer identified during the interview with the detective. The server was identified as Davey K, and the receipt, so this is what the one guy who stumbled out of there spent that night. One bottle of Hennessy, $150. Another bottle of Grey Goose, $150. A bottle of JMO, a hundo, 20% gratuity, $80. He spent $516 on booze. One guy, and he can't pay the cleaning lady, Brett. This is the guy caught in poverty. This is one fucking night. This is just from what he's suing somebody. This is fucking. I've never seen a bigger scumbag than this in my life. I am going to try to call him right now on Facebook. I'm going to go over his page, Thomas, whatever. Let's see. I messaged him earlier, and I'm going to try messaging him one more time.
Thomas Sfolino to a hippopotamus.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck. How would fucking say that name? A bottle of Hennessy, $150. You can suck all the piss out of my dick before I fucking pay that for that fucking garbage. Eat my ass. Ugh. You ever drink that shit?
What? Hennessy?
Hennessy?
No, I've never had Hennessy in my life and never will.
Listen, when my youngest brother got to the drinking age, even not 21, just when he started drinking, he used to, whatever drink was popular in rap videos and shit. That's what we would end up fucking drinking.
Not answering. Yeah.
And one of them was the Hennessy shit, and what was that blue crap in the fucking queer bottle? Fuck's sake. Hypnotic.
And
it was called the Incredible Hulk. And it was a half a cup of Hennessy and a half a cup of Hypnotic. And it was fucking disgusting.
Yes. So we're going to try to bang through the rest of these as quick as we can, because we spent a lot of time in this one story, but it was a good one. But let's talk about real quick the BLT. I don't even one real quick. I don't even know. This is the most confusing story, Brett, I've ever written. So this coronavirus shit is bringing out all the freeloaders, but they've been freeloaders before coronavirus, and now they're just taking advantage of even more. And this chick, I say, in whatever, Nick Peralt, who now goes by Nick Lynn, and I don't even know what fucking gender this is. I have no clue. I've never been so confused in my life. So this person, look at this thing. It's a chick, and this is Nicole Peralt. It's got a fucking look at this thing. That's not even a pube stash. It's like a legit fucking goatee. Look at that thing. Good Lord, son. Oh my God.
God damn.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious.
That looks like the last thing you see before you end up in the fucking sex dungeon trailer thing in the desert.
Yes.
Dude, you're telling me that's female, that has...
It came female.
A natural vagina.
I don't know what it's got. That's the mystery of it. We don't know. And it says, I am small, queer, weird, and an adventure. They, them pronouns, disabled, and cute. So this is like literally everything that is wrong with the world today, this person. First of all, you're disabled. No, you're just fat. You're just a fat, lazy piece of shit who doesn't want to doesn't want to exercise. You're not disabled, okay? You're definitely not cute. I know that people tell you that, like, oh, you're beautiful on the inside. No, you're disgusting on the outside, and on the inside it ain't much better. They, them pronouns. No, I'm not going to violate the tenets of the English language to feed into your delusions about whatever gender you think you are. Not happening. And she goes on this page and says, any females requiring period products. So, this is a bunch of freaking SJWs in here getting free shit from Girls Inc. Getting free pads during this whole thing. It's a liberal thing, handing out free shit. And then this chick comes in and ruins it. She doesn't like this. So she says, does this I don't even know what voice to do for this one, Brett. I don't even know what voice to do. Can I do, is there like
do Brett voice? That's a Brett voice. That's a dude. Fuck mother. That thing has...
Does this program serve trans men and non-binary AFAB folks? Just want to make sure we need hygiene products. We won't be turned away. It's like, so she sees free tampons, and she's like, what about us men? Us trans men. Where's our free tampons? Of course, Tracy Novick jumps in. She's like, excellent point. We should check it out. Oh, shut the fuck up, Tracy Novick. Go fuck yourself. God, I hate her. Only old school turtle riders remember Tracy Novick. That bitch. Remember Gay Danny?
You fucking show up. But didn't we always blame Tracy Novak at one point?
Well, there was that guy, Gay Danny, who used to show up I haven't seen Gay Danny on the page in years, but we used to have this character in the comments named Gay Danny. And he would just show up every time Tracy Novick's story would show up, and he'd just be like, Tracy Novick, that bitch. Oh, man. So she's like, what about, I'll message them if they know of a program that does provide for trans folks with uteri. My partner and I are both non-binary, and I've recently started menstruating again. Well, they have theirs as well. If they need a new box of tampons, so I'll let you know here, they can only use a specific type due to limited mobility. Oh, my God. Oh, good Lord. I really need I have EBT benefits, but neither of us can risk going into a store, and Walmart pickup is booked solid. So she's like so fat she can't get to Walmart because she might get the coronavirus. They're collecting EBT. They're on Social Security, all this shit. Oh, they're just everything that's wrong with the world. And all these people are like giving them free shit. Instacart doesn't accept EBT. No delivery vendor does. We can only use Instacart when we have extra cash, which we have none this month because my partner doesn't start their new job until the 30th. But thank you. And then she's like, she also says she wants tea and coffee, Brett, but she wants it to come in a can or like a bottle. When it's like you can't make your own tea, and she says she can't make it because of the spoons thing. Did you read the part about the spoons?
Listen, this isn't another one of the silverware people, right?
Oh my God.
This isn't another one of them fucking retards.
Can we just look at this picture for a moment? What?
Oh, dude, hey.
Oh my God. Oh my fucking God.
Jesus Christ.
Holy fucking shit. She calls her partner the skinny. Like, what? Look
her
at...
gun has butt cheeks.
Oh, my fucking God.
Go up a picture. Her gun literally has butt cheeks on the front.
Oh, my God. Oh, my Jesus Christ. Holy cow. Sweet Jesus fucking Christ.
Tampon thing going to help you, lady. You need to duct tape a roll of paper towels and sit down fast. Because that is fucking... Dude, there's no way anyone's been near that pussy. If there's a pussy in there.
If there isn't. That's the mystery. I don't know. So she goes, I'm on SSI, so I had to fill out some non-filers form and fill it out to get mine. I don't know how long it's going to take to deposit. We use as much as we could, but we rely on my SNAP benefits to get the majority of our groceries, and Mass doesn't let you use EBT for online deliveries. Oh, my God. And so she's just constantly asking for free shit. Constantly. blah, blah, blah. She wants a free wheelchair, like all this shit. They have a fucking dog, of course.
Wheelchair.
Yeah, like, oh my God. She wants all this free, bring pots and pans. Go ahead.
Mobility scooter. You're not fitting all that in a mobility scooter, son. Unless they make them for pickup trucks. Look at that thing.
Oh.
I bet she can't even use the guy's toilet. I bet she shits in the tub. That bitch
No,
ain't fitting on
I bet she shits in Bell Pond. Come on. What the fuck?
I bet her pussy smells like Bell Pond.
Oh, God. I don't even want... Oh, come on. I bet you more people have died in her fupa folds than in Bell Pond. And a lot of people have died in Bell Pond.
Oh, I bet you less people have tried to swim across Bell Pond that have potted this bitch's meat curtains. No fucking way. You would need support systems, girders, all kind of shit.
This is so bad. But it's so true. It's so terrible. My God. And it's like, okay. Are we being mean by talking about this? Is this mean, Brett?
Oh, no, listen. Well, I'm the wrong one to fucking ask because I love mean. If you're going to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Like this in a public fucking forum, you can't cry about the attention no matter what kind it is.
Yes.
You know, that's my view on it.
Yeah.
If I put a bunch of pictures of me smiling with my fucked up teeth and my gut and fucking all that shit, and then people go, "Hey, you're fat and got fucked up teeth." I can't go, "Oh, well, I never. That took 3 forks and a butter knife from me. How dare you?" I don't get to fucking do that. Take your silverware, shove it up that 800-pound fucking cunt you got, and keep your mouth shut. If you don't want people to talk about your fucking the manatee farm pictures, then don't fucking have them out there.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, this should be like this. The fact that this is like welcomed in our society, this shameless begging, like that you're not afraid to say all this shit. Like you're in your fucking 20s, and this is what you're doing. No, you should be ashamed. You should hear this because you're not hearing it from anybody else. All you're hearing is, "Oh, you're so brave and you're cute." No, you're not. You're disgusting. You could be better looking, but for some reason you're growing a beard and you weigh 5,000 pounds. Like, what are you doing? No, that's not good.
I'm putting that on a fucking t-shirt. It's just going to say disabled and cute.
No, and like you're asking for, we need some whole wheat tortillas, our go-go juice. Mine is black, unsweetened, large bottles of any sort of cold brew or at home iced coffee. My partner's is Bold House Farms vanilla chai. They're not even asking for like regular coffee. They're like specialty. Like, this is how I take it. Bitch, you take your fucking welfare shit and take what you got. Shut up. And she goes, we're having a hard time having the energy to unpack because of our lack of spoons from our chronic pain. I'm like, spoons? What the fuck are you talking about?
The fuck?
Yeah, she keeps talking about the spoon. So how this works is these people are like, okay, they allot themselves 10 spoons a day. A spoon is like an ounce of energy. So like if I get up, when she goes up to take her mammoth-sized dump every day, that's like 3 spoons, right? So if she were to make her own coffee, that would take 2 or 3 spoons. And she's only got 10 spoons a day. So this is like literally how these people operate. So like, you know, all this shit. I need it.
There's no way she only uses 10 spoons. She uses 20 just with breakfast. Fuck you.
No, but the actual spoons. But she's saying the spoons are like.
I know.
Okay, you get it. Okay,
I get it.
Yeah.
That Kelly, whatever the fuck, cunt with the beret on. You remember that bitch?
Oh, yeah, that bitch. Yeah.
With her fucking job, Kelly Cody or whatever the fuck.
You love her.
She was another one. And I said, listen, why don't you shut your fucking cocksucker before I take every spoon you got? And she's like, oh, that's a physical threat. No, it's not. I'm threatening to steal silverware, you fucking brain dead piece of shit. Go fuck yourself with the spoon shit.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, look at this shit. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, because these people like Walmart has decent silverware for cheap, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, they don't need actual spoons. We don't have any cash flow right now because my partner doesn't start work for 10 days. And I'm on SSI. That's where rent goes. Blah, blah, blah. They just moved into like the downtown Worcester apartments. They're like nice down there. They cost like $1,700 a month. Like, you know, some of these apartments. Like, oh my God. And by the way, this person has sold stuff on like Nintendo 64 for like $175. It's like, bitch, this isn't 2001. What the fuck are you selling Nintendo 64 for $175? How about go fuck yourself? No, like, so basically, when she wants charity, it's expected to be everything for free. But the second she has something that she wants to get rid of, does she pay it back? No, of course not. So fuck her. You know, so my ultimate question here, Brett, is like, okay, we have to talk about this because I'm really confused.
All right.
When they have sex, what goes where? What happens? Theories. I like total right theories. What goes where?
All right, so while they type out their things, my vision of this is they clear the living room and put down a top. Then they get a bunch of mayonnaise and they just root around under shit for about 20 minutes until sandwich. I don't think any vaginas get touched.
Oh,
I think it's just...
Do they orgasm? Like, do they orgasm?
Huh?
Is there an orgasm?
Only when you look at a takeout menu. There has to be Chinese food involved for one of these bitches to nut.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Like, does
Or
any...
vegetables.
Like, this conversation needs to take place. Okay, is there penetration involved?
There could be.
Okay,
they might joust with like a mop handle with tennis balls at the end.
Yeah.
And they might just like root around like at the, what's that, King Richard's Fair? They just do that to each other.
I don't know. It's like, I don't get it. But this is bold, brave, and beautiful. We were supposed to applaud this. This is a great thing. So this is a beautiful thing.
I'll share my...
No, she blocked me a long time ago. That's not going to happen. So anyway, we got a couple more stories, though, that I got to get to because we were running late here. Let me go into the next story. I want to talk about, so a couple of these. Let's talk about, so first of all, I did a whole rant the other night about the nurses. I won't get too into that again. All I got to say about that, I just want to make this very clear, Brett. I respect nurses, very much so. I recognize they're on the front lines. They're fighting. All I'm saying is, I'm not here to suck your dick. That's it. I'm not a cheerleader. I respect the work you do. I do. But just do the work. That's it. What I don't need you doing is getting political on me. And coming and telling me that, like, no. If you want to work, you are trying to kill people. It's like, no. It's not that simple. And so all the people saying that, like, I'm attacking healthcare workers, no, I'm not. I'm not. And a lot of healthcare workers agree with me. They're like, nurses, just do your job. You're there to save lives, right? Like, that's what you're doing. You're not here to make TikTok videos. You're not here to fucking lecture us about, like, you know, how dare you try to have a job. Like, no, that's not, how dare you protest. Like, no, that's not your job. Your job is to save lives. So the second you start not doing that and you start, like, telling me what I can and cannot do, I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself. And I'm not going to apologize for it. That doesn't mean I'm anti-nurse. It just means that you need to know your fucking role. That is not your role as a nurse, is to lecture the rest of us about what we need to be doing. You're not an economist. You don't know that any of this will work, right? And I'm sorry, like, your fucking method has failed. It has completely failed. People are dying in large amounts. Oh, well, more would have died if we didn't do that. You don't know that. You don't know that at all. There's nothing, you have no control group to compare that to. Nothing. So you don't know that. You're just saying that. Nobody fucking knows anything. But everybody's a fucking expert. I'm sorry. I don't believe that for a fucking second. So, how are you feel about Brett? Are you, should we end the lockdowns?
See, I don't know. Like, I don't know any of that. The nurses shit. Now, my mom is a neonatologist, and now she teaches neonatology. So, new people can save the crack babies and shit. So, I have nothing but respect for nurses, doctors, all that. But when I see online, like, saying, well, if I see someone without a mask on, I will refuse to treat them.
Oh, yes, we got to get to that. Yep.
That you shouldn't be a nurse.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that you fucking pricks signed up for a pandemic and da-da-da, but you went into healthcare. You did the schooling. You get paid for it. I appreciate it. I'm not talking shit about them or nothing like that. But calm the fuck down with the parades and shit. You're doing your job, just like cops, just like firefighters, just like everyone else that has a shitty job.
And they're doing a good job.
Does that make sense?
And they're doing a great job. They're doing a job I would never want to do.
Absolutely.
Right? And so, like, Good for them. Like, I'm very happy for you.
You don't need the fucking commercials every 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
Playing the fucking Sarah McLachlan song, showing the face mask lines.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Animals music.
Yes.
Like, I get it. Thanks. But I'm sitting at home. I'm lucky if I get 5 hours a week now because I can't do in-house repairs.
Mm-hmm.
I can only do outside shit. So I'm fucked. All of my little fucking check I got from Trump, I didn't stimulate shit except my landlord. I was like $800 back, got a little bag of weed, paid the fucking rent and the electric, and I was broke as fuck.
Yeah.
So I appreciate, but you have a job, right? You're getting paid.
Yeah.
So maybe calm the fuck down and do your job and quit fucking telling me what the fuck to do.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly why. I mean, it's just like, I respect you. Just don't tell me what to do. That's all I'm saying. And so you see bitches like this. So I got a couple. Go ahead.
People in comments. Someone said, Courtney said, Kim Jong-un guy, like the North Korean fuck. Is that real?
That's been a rumor all fucking week. I'm not even, like, every day somebody texts me and is like, message me, did you hear Kim Jong-un died? Like, no, just let me know when he's really fucking dead. Like, whatever. I don't give a fuck about Kim Jong-un. Let me just put it that way. Anyway, I care about Milford, this fucking CNA from Milford. That's who I care about. I don't give a fuck about Kim Jong-un. Judy Watson Stoddard. So this bitch writes yesterday on Facebook, "This is how I spent my day. It was horrible. Went to the store after work, and guy in front of me wasn't wearing a mask. Keep protesting and spreading this shit. We'll make sure to stay 6 feet away from you when you come into the ED sick." Okay? To post something like this whole, like, let me take a fucking selfie, I'm here saving lives. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's like, fuck you. You're not in this for the right reasons if you're doing that. Fuck you. Show up and do your job and God bless you. Don't show up and take a fucking picture and you're like, look at me, I'm saving lives. And this fucking dude in the store didn't have a mask. Fuck him. And when I'm not going to help him. I'm not going to help him live. Then don't be a fucking nurse. Don't be a fucking nurse then. Fuck you. You are a disgrace to the profession. You're a fucking disgrace. You clearly went into this for the wrong reasons. I don't care how many asses you wiped today. I don't give a fuck. You went into this for the wrong reasons. Fuck you. You self-important, narcissistic douchebag on a power trip. That's all you are. And by the way, you zoom in, she's a CNA. And I'm sorry, it's not the same thing. Any nurse will tell you that. A CNA is not the same thing as a nurse, okay? It is a ratchet in scrubs who learn how to wipe asses. That's all, you know what I mean? And I'm sure they do good work, a lot of them. But you're not special to be a CNA. Stop it. Anyway, the fact that you're posting on Facebook and you have the time to do this, when I thought you were overcrowded, I thought, we're over too many people here. But you can post on fucking Facebook. Huh? That's interesting. Interesting. And, you know, you don't have a right to tell us, like, you know, fuck your First Amendment rights. No, you don't get to do that. My First Amendment rights matter. The Constitution does not die because of a virus. The Constitution's there for a reason. It's permanent. And first of all, fix your fucking mask. Of course, she's got the whole, I'm a healthcare worker, I'm a special thing, stay the fuck home. Like, the fact that, like, these people are the moral, like, people like this are the moral authority on shit now, like, fuck you. Get over yourself, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm fucking tired of it already.
Yeah. Let me read another one to you. So go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
So this is a Karen.
No, I like how at first you were like, yeah, COVID's bad, da-da-da, and then you went a week or two, and then all of a sudden you're team COVID. Like, you know what, fuck you, fuck.
Right, they told us it was going to be 3 weeks. That's what they said. There's no end in sight. They're talking about no football. Can you imagine that? No fucking football in the fall? Fuck that. Like, eventually we just have to say fuck it. Whatever. If I get it, I get it. If I die, I die. I'd rather die than live in a world without NFL football. I'm sorry. I'm willing to... I am willing to die for that. Put it that way. Or at least get the common cold. Like, give me the common cold. I don't give a fuck. I'll live. I'll take my chances with it. Life is about taking chances. Sometimes you have to, like, take a risk. Every day when you go out and you get in a car, there's a chance you're going to die. There is, period. But you can't fucking hide from the world. You got to go out and live your life. Anyway, this chick, Colleen Hunt, which is just the most perfect name. We're just going to call her Chunt. Chunt writes as follows on the Stoneham community group. I cannot comprehend how I continue to see groups of 6 to 10 younger boys playing basketball almost daily in Stoneham at the corner of William and Pleasant Street. I witnessed 6 of them yesterday afternoon, 2 of the boys wearing masks as if that somehow makes it okay. Mask or no mask, groups of people are passing around the same basketball and staying far less than 6 feet apart. Basically, coming in contact with each other the entire time. Where are these kids' parents? I understand people who initially took things lightly, but Mass is in the middle of a coronavirus surge as Stoneham approaches 200 cases in this town alone. Staying near home is not a difficult task, especially since kids have plenty of technology and have online schooling to be keeping up with. The longer people continue to be selfish and ignorant to the severity of the situation, those of us who follow the rules anyway, I hope that Mass follows through with issuing citations for violating the social distancing regulations and stay-at-home orders. Maybe that will be a wake-up call when parents have to pay a fine for not setting good examples for their children. Thoughts on this, Brett?
Yeah, that's a good. I love that idea. Let's make parents pay money if they let their kid go outside of the house. That makes total sense. That would hold up. That's awesome. Let's do that.
Parents who might have lost their job.
You know how much?
Yeah.
Listen, if that was a real thing, when my kids were young, they were all fucking assholes. Every one of them. Fuck them. And if I had to pay a fine every time one of them fucked up in public, I'd have been robbing gas stations my whole life.
Yep. I mean, it's like, she doesn't even have kids, and she says it's easy to keep. It's not a difficult task. Okay, new rule. If you don't have kids, that's fine. But I don't ever want to hear a fucking word from you about parenting advice. You don't get to have opinions on parenting advice if you don't have crotch. Or at least you don't get to say, you can have opinions on shitty parents, I get that. But what you don't get to do is say what's fucking easy. That it's not a difficult task. You don't know what you've never had kids. You don't know what a difficult. We've been, it's been 6 weeks of this shit. To tell kids you need to stay in the house and not go out. No. Fuck that. At this point,
That's another part of this. Having kids, and God bless my fucking wife, who basically raised them fucking. She was a nice one, good cop, bad cop type bit.
Yes.
I can't imagine if I had to keep all these little assholes in the house.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's no school now. You just stay here with me for months. Fuck you. I'd have killed them all first. They'd have been in the tub with that fat lady shit rotting in the sun before I fucking did that bullshit. Fuck you.
I know, man. I know. It's like...
Fuck off.
So, this whole... I mean, the insanity of that. Like, and she's got no fucking kids. By the way, she's a divorce attorney, this woman. And she, loves the fucking rules. Oh, my God. The rules? You're not following the rules. She's a divorce attorney. And by the way, divorces are skyrocketing in China as a result of these stupid lockdowns because people have to be around their wives for this long and their husbands, and they're driving each other nuts. And so she'll do well for this. She's working because God knows a divorce attorney is an essential worker in this day and age. Oi, mask. And first of all, the kids are wearing goddamn masks.
So it's an unmarried, childless woman who helps divorces and gives parenting advice.
Profits off of divorces. Yes, and gives parenting.
That's like me trying to lecture people on politeness and kindness. Like, I have nothing to do with either one of those things. So who the fuck am I to tell you you can't call someone a cocksucker in public?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself, lady. Yeah. You need another one, and I don't care if people call me a massage therapist. This is another broad that just needs a nice, vigorous dicking. Yes. And she might lighten the fuck up.
Yes.
Someone needs to shoot a kid into her.
Yeah. I mean, seriously. She goes on to say, that all the fact that you would see kids playing like that in public, and your initial reaction is, I'm going to go to the community Facebook group and post about it. What the fuck is wrong with you? Just think of the insanity of this. Like, you see kids touching a ball. Oh my God, they're all touching the same ball. Bitch, you went to Walmart the other day, and you touched a fucking cart that everybody touched. And those groceries you touched, I got news for you. Somebody else picked those up and looked at them and put them back on the shelf. There's a good chance of that. What are you talking about? This idea that this is the cause of it? No. Walmart is if this disease, Brett, was as serious as they say it is, and it was this dangerous, I got news for you. Walmart would not be open. They would be having us on fucking rations, and the army would be fucking delivering our tea rations to our homes. If it was actually as dangerous as they made it believe, we would not be allowed to leave at all. But it's like this half-assed shit. Makes no sense. Like, yeah, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Home Depot. No! If this fucking thing was that serious, they wouldn't be allowing any of this shit. Fucking Best Buy's open. Are you kidding me? Give me a free... The pot shops are open. Liquor stores are open. This makes no sense whatsoever. Stop it.
I'm still stuck on that thing. I didn't think about it like that until you said it to where. So your first thought when you see children playing is, I cannot wait to post about this bullshit.
I know. on the community page.
I'm a miserable cocksucker, but literally maybe 2 days ago, I walk. The store is literally 2 blocks. 1 block to the left and then a block up. And where I turn the corner, there's a parking lot for like a bunch of 3-deckers. And a bunch of little kids were throwing their football around. First thing I thought to myself was like, that's nice. Fucking they're outside, out of their parents' hair, whipping a football around. It wasn't, how dare you? Three of them touched that ball. I got to call the cops.
I know. They were
you're just a miserable motherfucker, man.
Well, she thinks she's like doing a great thing. I mean, the comment here, somebody made fun of her, Ralph Wiggum. He's like, I made a difference. And she doesn't get how stupid she looks. And she writes, I think raising awareness of what is happening in the community is making a difference. I'm sure you're out there solving the world problem. Like, she actually believes that posting on Facebook about this is doing a public good. It's making a difference. It's like, no, bitch, everybody, well, not everybody. There are a lot of people that go along with this. But most rational people are laughing at you. And I thank her for doing this because the more people post stuff like this, the more they're coming to my team. All the people out there resisting this, that's great. I totally get it. You're going to come to my team eventually. Eventually, you're going to realize how bullshit this all is, and you're going to come to my team. Andrew Cuomo says the other day, nothing is worse than death. No, lots of things are worse. I
disagree.
I completely disagree with that. Like, imagine our founding fathers thought that way. Like, oh, no, we can't fight the British because what if somebody dies? What if one of our people dies? Nothing is worse than...
Get hurt.
Nothing is worse than... Oh, no. So the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor? Well, we can't fight back because then more people will die. And nothing is worse than death. What a country of pussies this country has become, Brett. That's one thing this coronavirus has shown. We are a country of fucking pussies where nothing is worse than death. Lots of things are worse than death. Like giving up your fucking freedoms. That is worse than death. And I stand... fucking by that. What a fucking... I've never been more disgraced to be an American than I am right now. We need to get our fucking shit together. What a country of bunch of fucking pussies. Anyway, don't even get me started. I'm going to go on to the next topic before we do the freestyle. One last thing. Is there one thing I would... I mean, the Arizona nurse, we kind of talked about the other day, that chick that thought that the beaches were in Arizona. We won't even go there. But let me ask your question real quick. I'm not going to have time to replay all these videos. What do you think of the Pop Squad case?
We got to do that on another show.
Because
I get it, but that's a longer conversation than like a few minutes before the freestyle.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We do another one during the week. Text me and we'll...
Okay.
But yeah, that's where me and you are going to disagree with each other.
Why do you think you don't like him, I guess?
No. I like the sentiment.
Yeah.
But if you're an adult, and I don't care if you got fiddled or diddled when you were a kid, you go fucking save all that bullshit. #me too. What I don't do as an adult is run around on the fucking internet pretending to be a child looking for some dick.
So you think that's
what
weird?
I don't do.
You think that's weird?
There's something fucking wrong with you. No, it's not weird. It's fucking insane.
I mean,
think about that.
It's so entertaining.
Instead of researching ratchets, you're looking for profile pictures of fucking Pokemon to lure some fucking fat pervert who wants the Nickelodeon and chill into a conversation so you can pull your cell phone out and say, weren't you going to suck my dick? Think about that mentality. That's what you spend your time doing.
Yeah, I mean... It's so
insanity.
First of all, I will say this. The copycat shit needs to end. There's other people that are like doing it. But then again, who am I to say that to them? Because they're ultimately doing what, Pop Squad was doing and shit like that.
It's all fun and games until one of these Korea fucking chomos, these perverts and shit, pulls out a fucking gun and air holes one of these half-faggots.
That's when it's going to get...
Then it's not going to be so funny.
That's when it's going to get really... That's when it's going to get really...
Someone's going to get fucked up doing this.
Yeah. Why don't we have... Okay, we need to talk about this another time. We're going to talk about it. All I got to say, though, I just want to give them credit. They got 2 big fucking arrests this week, man. Like, this guy they got, Stephen Manis, he is a legitimate fucking predator. I read the police report today from this, Brett. The text message the Marlboro police got on this guy, he was texting what he thought was a 14-year-old boy. And you know what he said? He said that he wanted to suck the kid's dick and lick his asshole. Lick his asshole. Like, that's a fucking freaky dude.
And so what was the response to that? Like, that dude, that grown man pretending to be this little child, he said, LOL, ... K, right?
But how is that?
That's the part I'm stuck on.
That's weird, but Abigail Horowitz is playing a part, no?
I don't think she's trying to trick anyone into fucking coming over with a 6-pack of bubblegum fucking wine coolers waiting for Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
That's an extra gear loose in your fucking head, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You're not Chris Hansen. You don't tell them to have a cookie and have a seat right over there.
Well, they did with the Marlboro. The Marlboro. They contacted the Marlboro police ahead of time, and the Marlboro police pulled that guy over right away. He gave them his phone. Motherfucker did everything. Like the Stowe chief of police, he knew the cops were watching that one live. The Leominster police. He told them about it, and they got him right away. They pulled. Wait till you read the police report on the Stowe police. This motherfucker need to talk to a lawyer. He fucking confessed everything. So anyway, we'll come back.
Bunch of grown men out here playing Pokemon Blow, man. Fuck all that. We'll talk about it another time.
Yeah, we'll talk about it another time. All right, let's do the freestyle.
Ugh.
Yes, Abby is very real. I agree.
Nickelodeon and chill. Come here, I'll put on SpongeBob and make sure you're clean. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, let's see.
Under the sea. Fuck you.
All right.
Oh. I love you, Abby. You're real.
Here we go.
Sexy little ginger.
Out in Milford, bitch is getting cray, saying she a nurse, but she just a CNA. Facebook filter says, stay the fuck home. I ain't the one with the missing chromosome. Goes to the store and dude don't have a mask. Is she a cunt or do I even have to ask? Put down the phone cause you on the clock. I better not see a bitch ass on TikTok. Plus you at the hospital, that shit is confidential. You're a lot of things, but it sure ain't essential. Coronavirus bringing out all the gutter muppets. This bitch's pronouns are chicken and McNuggets. I got a question that I'd like to ask. What the fuck's the dude want with Tampax? I can see the beard, you know I ain't blind. Be a dude or a chick, just make up your mind. Fupa-sloss out here, living on charity. It ain't my fault. Exercise is a rarity. You can blame me for my immaturity. At least I ain't living on social security. Says she can't work because she ran out of spoons. I still have no idea who got the poons. Gotta respect the nurses because they work around the clock. But that don't mean I'm here to suck your cock. Everybody's outside doing some clapping. Since they ain't looking, I'll be doing some fapping. Nurse is yelling at me over corona. Bitch, you think Hampton Beach is in Arizona. I know the shit is real and I take it serious, but I ain't the one who's acting delirious. Nosy ass Karen still be snitching. Mad at the world cause her beef curse is itching. Knocking out some kids cause they got exercise. Bitch ain't essential as she implies. She says she wants to give parents citations. She puts the cunt in congratulations. Says that quarantining kids should be a breeze. Bitch is scarier than the Wuhan disease. I got a rule to settle these disputes. Shut your fucking mouth if you ain't got crotch roots. Creepy looking Greek dude sure is shady. Needs to shut the fuck up and pay the cleaning lady. Has a shady lawyer who is... Has a shady lawyer who likes to start quarrels, trying to tell me that his girl's got morals. Bring it to a judge if you want to be slick, but she looks like she knows her way around a dick. Don't come at me because I know legal karate. Bring a real lawyer, not bootleg Avenatti. Told him to fuck off, and he retreated. Another lawsuit in the books and still undefeated.
I knew that was coming at the end.
Always.
Woo! But fire emojis, son.
As long as we get the fire emojis, I'm good.
And nice fucking recovery, by the way.
Yeah.
Good.
Stumbled a little bit there.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Kept going.
Woo! Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay. People like the chicken and McNuggets line? Was that the...
The chicken and nuggets.
Oh, yeah, that's my... Yeah, got it
be around the dick.
Yeah, she does know her way around the dick. All right, so, if you guys have any questions or anything in the comments, they don't do that on the bootleg, the JV Turtle Boy show, Masshole Report. They don't do that, huh? But that's what we got over here at Turtle Boy. Anyway, you guys got any questions? Ask them up now. I'll answer anything you guys got.
Oh.
Ooh, how about that? Yeah.
You got a big pecker, Gav.
That's what they tell me.
Sale, champ. You've got quite a big dome.
Yeah.
Isn't that how that other dude talks? David, whatever his name is.
Oh, I love David. David Druid.
I like it. I like their voices.
Yeah.
They're fucking.
Oh, good question. So, Christina M asked me, who do you think is going to win Ratchet Madness? I honestly, man, I don't fucking know. Every year's past, I've had a good idea. This one, I have, like, all 8 of them could win. I think the least likely to win at this point is Hot Tow Truck Girl, just because she couldn't even beat Abrams in a matchup. I feel like she would lose to Abrams. But, I mean, if I had to pick who I think will win, I think it's gonna be Bristol Blarney. I mean, I've kind of changed my mind a little bit. I mean, I thought it was gonna be Lorena Cali or Kylie for a while there, but Bristol Blarney just smoked Failure Swift, smoked her. So, I liked. Who do I think should win? Who is the most ratchet one of the 8 left? I would have to say, I think Kim Nelligan is the most ratchet, but I don't think she's going to win. Who do you think is going to win, Brett?
As you know, years ago I boycotted this fuck fest.
You did.
It always comes down to emotion instead of crimes, in my opinion. Who should win is that fucking cunt threatening to kill people's babies and making burners and
Lorena
all that
Cali.
fucking shit. That, in my opinion.
Well, she's the favorite. She's the favorite, Lorena Cali.
That's who should win out of the ones left. But that's never how it goes, ever. And I still bring up the Owen fucking bitches.
Yeah,
There's
you
no
hate
way
that. You haven't gotten over that.
Oh, should have fucking got locked out. Fuck off with this whole contest.
Yeah.
But she should win. But fan sentiment is going to be the fucking nemesis there. And that's who's going to win.
I don't think she's, I mean,
but in my opinion,
she's got a tough matchup, man, with Nikki Evans. This is the best year of Ratchet Madness we've ever had. I've never, every fucking round, I'm like, I have no clue who's going to win. Some of these, there's a lot of close ones. This is the best Elite 8 we've ever had. I'm very fucking excited.
And how fuck Josh Abrams was even in it?
Why? You don't think he should?
Seriously, and he's nothing. He's a fucking maggot.
Are you kidding me? Dude,
fucking piece of shit.
Brett.
He wanted to swim in another man's cum. He tried to rape a
That's
hooker.
ratchet. That's ratchet as fuck.
It's compared to
Brett, he has people fuck his girlfriend in front of him.
Baby.
Dude, he's like fucking, and he couldn't even pull off a rape. That's pretty goddamn ratchet. With his 3-inch dick.
Well, look, he hasn't seen it in years either. Him and his little dead friend that they're all sucking his dick now. Fuck all them people. This other bitch wants to murder a baby. A baby.
But she didn't actually murder it. Brett, I mean, this guy actually commits the crime. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's tough. She's really, Lorena Cali, I don't even worry about her anymore. Like, she texts me all the time. I don't even read the texts. I'm like, oh yeah, let me get some crazy shit about killing kids and shit. I don't even read it. It's pointless. I'm like, all this, it's just words on a computer screen. Josh Abrams actually fucking, like, he's going to jail for armed robbery. Or unarmed robbery, you know what I mean? He's like an actual fucking dangerous criminal.
Relax about armed robbery. But
yeah, exactly.
And his thing about, he tried to swim in another man's cum after Felipe came in the hooker and da-da-da.
Julio.
That's on the word of the hooker. Like how she was even in it this long. She's another nothing, man. These little gutter trash.
Oh,
fucks.
no, she's so bad, though, man.
At least
Hot tow truck girl, dude, the whole shit she did at the Encore Casino, running up that guy's fucking tab, $10,000. Like, when he went to jail, it had no bail. She raised like $800 for non-existent bail so she could go out and get drugs. That's fucking ratchet.
Zucchini baby wrapped in skin, someone brought up. So said, Brett, at least it's not a zucchini baby.
Yeah.
Do you remember that night?
Yeah. Everybody likes...
Baby looks like a...
People are saying Tinder tuna flap. That chick's fucking psycho. That chick's so fucking psycho. The one that like always says that you raped her, like when you dump her. She's a nut job. Nikki Evans. Oh, such fucking trash. Her and Bristol. Oh my god. Who would be the worst? Let me ask you guys. Who would be a worse girlfriend to have? Nikki Evans or Bristol Blarney? I mean, who would you like based on their record with men, Brett? Who is worse?
I ain't fucking none of them. None of them. That other broad's dangerous though. Like if you, it ain't working out. I'll see you later. And then she's on the phone trying to get you arrested for rape. But that's fucking dangerous. That accusation don't wash up.
Well, that's the Tinder tuna flap. Neither Bristol Blarney nor Nikki Evans ever accused their spouses of rape. However, like they both drove every man they've ever been with to the brink of insanity. You know what I mean? And hers just happened to kill himself. Yeah, it's like
see, that's in my opinion way worse.
Yeah,
like you drove that dude to eat a piss. Like that's worse.
That's a fucking tough matchup, man. Bristol against Nikki Evans. That's hard. Kylie against Josh Abrams. I think Kylie's going to win that just because she's the complete ratchet package. Hot tow truck girl against Lorena. Like you said, I think Lorena's going to take that one just because, I mean, it's amazing. That bottom one's the real tough one. Tinder tuna flap against Kim Nelligan. I mean, Kim Nelligan fucking put her baby to sleep by putting heroin on the baby's gums and then killed the baby. Like, come on. She actually killed the baby,
Baby killers, son.
Yeah.
Over dumb shit. Like, that's...
Oh.
You literally, like, oh, this baby crying too much. I know. Catch this fentanyl, little baby.
Yeah.
And then, boom, baby dead.
So
that's not worse than anything any of the other ones have done? Absolutely it is.
Yeah.
I've changed my mind. I want that bitch to win now.
Which one? The baby killer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Threatening to kill one thing. When you actually dirt nap a baby, you win.
So a lot of people...
Hands down.
A lot of people ask, why didn't you ever do the last part of the Land and Series? So that was around Christmas time, and that was like right when I picked up the Kylie Kirkpatrick story. And I just like, the last part of the Land and Steel story was kind of just like a wrap up. Like it was about how like the, the quote unquote stolen valor, like why didn't the stolen valor people pick up on this? And so, I mean, I'll sum it up for you real quick. They just fucking lazy. You know what I mean? They just ignored it. Because they knew Land and Steel was completely full of shit, but they didn't want to hear it. Like that's all it comes down to. Like that was going to be the last part. It was the stolen valor. Why are these organizations not going after him? That's it. So it was really, you missed out on the least entertaining and least informative of any of them. Like I feel like people got the point, and the Kylie thing started, and then Christmas came, and then it was weeks old. So I'm like, it's like I didn't bother. Understaffed. That's why. And that was also around the time, by the way, that Bristol Blarney was like fucking sabotaging our fucking event from the inside. It's like, so I had my hands full,
Plus, you're smitten with that fucking suck and serve snitch. That fucking your little dog whisperer friend there.
Which one?
Fuck her, too. That's another conversation. Do so. That little fucking...
Oh, you don't like her?
Fuck. You let her go after she was running around on a fake page threatening other broads.
I should have brought that up. I mean, I did, but she, she posted about it afterwards. I mean, she fully admitted that was me. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Am I supposed to hate this chick?
Oh, nothing. You don't have to say nothing.
Yeah.
We don't agree on most people.
That's true.
That's a sticking thing with me, is that you ran around and did this, and now everyone likes you because you fucking patted a German Shepherd and you put on a fucking hat. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I'm not big into the like. I'm not big.
You will always be a dick sucking your way to the top snitch, and that's all you'll ever be to me. Period.
Well, to each their own. I mean, I'm not like blowing Leah Janduso. or anything like
no,
that.
No, I'm not saying you are. I was just making a joke about how everyone said you went
I mean,
soft on her and all that bullshit.
Yeah, that's just how I am.
I was just playing with that.
Yeah. I mean, whatever, It is what
anyway.
Yeah. So it goes on.
I don't have any questions.
Anybody else have any questions before we call it a night? People are like, can we get the stuff in the store? Yeah, the girls' chick in the store. There is one shirt on there, but I'll put more up soon. I promise I'll get more gear up. I could use like a design, like if somebody wants to make some cool designs. I don't sell many shirts, but I'm not like a graphic artist. Bristol did all that shit, so I'm new to this. So if anybody has some designs, you design something, you want it on a shirt, send it to me. I'll put it on a shirt, and it'll be in the store tomorrow. Put it that way. All right. Anything?
Laura's good at that shit.
Yes.
Coming up with
pictures, anybody wants to help out. I mean, any other questions?
She's awesome at that. No. Give me designs. Said I would.
People like the Josh and Hot Toaster Girl have been a Bristol thing. No, but that's wrong. I invented Josh Abrams. I wrote about Josh Abrams. Like, no, Bristol just fucking, she took my second helpings and just obsessed over them. That was literally how we found her, Brett. Like, when you didn't like her at first, it was because of that Dakota, Montana guy. Because she was just obsessing over a guy that I wrote about and tried to do like a spin-off of him. You know what I mean? It's like, so I invented Abrams. She just obsessed over him. But I get how it's like, I get how it can seem that way. Put it that way. Any other questions you guys have? We're calling it a night. Have you seen Aiden Blarney's YouTube video? What was that, Brett?
Someone asked if you like the draft picks that the Cheaters got.
I mean, it's hard to tell. It's typical Patriots shit. I'll say this shit, Brett. The Patriots have drafted horribly over the years. Horribly. And they've gotten away with it because they had Tom Brady. And those days are over now. So, like, if they keep drafting like assholes, it's going to catch up to them. So we're going to find out. Like, they have nobody. There's like 5 players on their team right now that are draft picks that, they had. And like it's gonna fucking catch up to them. Like it's like they always try to get cute and be the smartest guy in the room. Like nobody knew who the fuck Kyle Duggar was. He wasn't on anybody's draft. Like, you kidding me? But I look at him, I'm like, he looks fucking explosive as shit. He's playing against Assumption College, but he looks fucking pretty explosive. And then today they take a fucking kicker in the 5th round. That's such a Belichick move. Like, the kicker will be there in the 7th round, but they take him in the 5th.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I think Patriots fans are in for a rough fucking season. I think a lot of shit's going to go to.
It's going to be the most interesting year. And of course, we have the hardest schedule this year because we got to play the NFC West. And that's got the Seahawks, the fucking 49ers, the Rams, and the Cardinals, too. Like, they have freaking, what's his name there from Houston, DeAndre Hopkins. And then we got to play you guys this year, too, no, right? Your division is a fucking
joke. Draft.
Who'd the Raiders grab?
Good in the draft.
Who'd they get?
Huh?
Who'd they get?
We got that wide receiver in the 1st round.
From where?
Ruggs.
Oh, the other from Alabama. Ruggs, okay.
Everyone was mad that we passed up on CB or whatever the other fucking kid that Dallas took's name was.
I don't know.
What's the kid Dallas took? He made the pick from his $250 million mega yacht.
Oh, Jerry? It was a receiver? A receiver?
Smooth, old trap.
Yeah.
CD Lamb, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Wicked fast fucking kid. He's going to be good.
Yeah.
But then Cowboys anyway.
Other questions people are asking. Unpopular opinion, G.I. Turtle sucks. Unk thoughts. I mean, I'm not going to shit on anybody that comes out. Everybody likes different hosts better. I'm not going to shit on any hosts I have. That's up to the Turtle Riders. I respond to you guys if you guys like them. If you don't, I mean, tell me who your favorite hosts are. I'm honestly interested. Obviously, Brett's the favorite. Yeah. People like Brett the most, obviously. I mean, I bring Brett on when I need a good fucking show,
Yeah. See, I was watching and you were like, I really think we need Brett for this one. Yeah. And I reached out to you.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I'm with.
Yeah.
Fucking people I'll fucking bash these folks.
Yeah.
It just so happens that we got caught up for an hour and a half. The butt fucker Greek fuck.
Yeah.
G.I.
Have you seen the Aiden Blarney YouTube videos? I'm not familiar. I don't know what those are. Let's see. Anything else before we call it a night? Can we talk about PP Mass Bizarre YouTube lives next show? Yeah, definitely. I mean, we could talk about those, sure. Anything else? Who do you love more, Leah or Mindy? Okay, I mean, I don't love either of them. They're both, people I'm friendly with now. I like them both. I mean, Leah's just into dogs, and Mindy's into fucking politics, and I'm more into politics than I am into dogs. Let's see. Anything else before we call it a night? Good Lord. I don't want to miss anyone. I mean, all these people talk about draft. Nobody fucking knows. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. We're not getting Trevor Lawrence. You have to go 2-14 to get that, and that might not be enough. Might not be enough.
Someone asked, when are you on the Jerry thing next week?
I assume it's Monday. I got to talk to Quarantine Cullinane about that, but I think we're pushing towards. They're trying to get me on every day, so we'll see about that. We'll see. Gupta, everybody likes Gupta Patel. They're saying. But Gupta's a hard one to get on. He's always working on Saturday nights at the Happy Hindu Mart.
Between that and the goats, it's a hard man to pin down.
Yeah, people like David Gupta, Breton Gupta. Let's see. People love North Shore, All right.
I do.
Yeah, catch up on your comments. Hit the live button. All right, I feel like I am caught up. Yeah, let's see if I missed any more donors. Just want to say thank you to everybody that came and donated. It's a long fucking show, but it's been a good show. It's been a good show. Why? I love these people in the comments who say, "Why did my comments get deleted?" I fucking every time in the comments, Brett, and after the show.
That's another thing. Well, if you say some shit, YouTube will just not have it on there.
I don't delete comments.
Me a bunch of times.
I've never deleted a YouTube comment before in my life. And every time after the show, all of the Bristol Blarney trolls show up. I call them my slaves because they are my slaves. All the comments are filled up with these people like, oh yeah, you're a freeloader. They just say the parroting Bristol Blarney things. And they never address the things I bring up, which is you support a woman, okay, who lost 2 kids to DCF because she chose drugs, alcohol, and dick over her kids. That's it. Nothing else needs to be said. You can say whatever you want about me, okay? I didn't give up 2 of my kids to DCF. Conversation over. And they never, ever fucking address it. And so I just laugh at them now. It's like, so every day I tell my slaves, you're going to come to this channel, you're going to click on the videos, and you're going to leave a comment because I told you to. Because you do what I tell you to do. You are my fucking slave, and they do it every day. One of their biggest comments are always just like, why are you deleting my comment? Bitch, you're not that important. I would never delete your comment because my slaves don't matter to me. I don't pay my slaves any mind. They're just my slaves. They're here to do what I tell them to do, and I'm certainly not going to delete their whiny, cunty comments, period. And he ignores my comment about the slot receiver the passenger sign. So what? I can only read the comments. What slot receiver is that? I didn't see. I was busy prepping for the show. So if there was a slot receiver sign by the Patriots, I missed it. So you'll have to inform.
Third rounder. I think they'll talk about the kid in the 3rd round. Not sure.
We didn't draft a receiver in the 3rd round. Shannon A, by the way, says, I love Brett. Long live the turtle. Amanda says, long live. Just long live. Okay. And Heidi says, for Brett's jousting lessons. So there you go.
Oh, tennis balls and broomsticks, baby.
Yeah, no problem, Wicked.
I want Chinese food.
Yeah. So, YouTube's been killing comments. Yeah. So, I mean, we don't delete anything. So, I have no idea who the slot receiver was, Suzanne. I have no idea. But if he wasn't drafted, he's probably not very fucking good. I'll tell you that much right now. That's all I got to say about that. Anyway, so yeah, feel free to just, if you want a question answered and I don't answer it, just keep asking it. It's not annoying.
Yeah, all right. So everyone keeps saying that TMZ reported tonight that Kim Jong-un is actually dead.
Who gives a shit? Who cares?
50 people are saying it in the comments. I'm just reading the comments, motherfucker. Yeah. Half of them are Kim Jong-un and TMZ.
Oh, I see. She saw they got Stidham's guy. So That's interesting. So they got the guy that Stidham that played with at Auburn, so there could be a connection there. But Stidham only played 2 years at Auburn, so we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I don't give a fuck about Kim Jong-un. I don't. He's fucking crazy. He kills people. He's the devil. If his cunty sister takes over, that'll actually be interesting. A chick in charge of North Korea, because the progressives will be all over. Like, oh, did you see this? A strong, powerful woman leading a tyrannical dictatorship that kills people and shit. But I'll tell you one thing. It'll be interesting. I bet you if she comes on, Brett, shit's gonna get like weak. Like, I'm sorry, but like when it's like women aren't as ruthless as men. They can be, but like I guarantee you, they will be less killings. You know.
Fuck them. Who gives a fuck about North Korea?
Yeah, that's ultimately who cares. They're just terrible. I don't give a fuck, you know. All right.
Fuck them. Go argue with about the ocean and all that other bullshit they do.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
All right. If you guys don't have any more questions, then we'll call it a night. Stidham beat Alabama in 2017. No one else. They beat Alabama all the time. They beat them in 2013. They beat them last year. Like, did they beat them last year or 2 years ago? Like, I feel like that Iron Bowl is either a fucking blowout or Auburn wins in a heartbreaker. I love the Iron Bowl. So when's the next head shave? So I cut my hair. You guys, what do you guys think of the fresh cut? I did this myself, you know. So this was getting out of control. It's been like 4 weeks. Can you believe it? That's how long this goddamn quarantine. It's like 4 weeks. And I'm like, I'm just gonna give myself a fucking haircut. You don't want to see the back. It's not pretty in the back. You want to see it? Should I do it? So how does it look? Can you guys see that? It's probably all fucked up. But because I can't see back there. But I did a nice little fade. All right. Damn, you in a rush tonight? Well, it is 11:10. It's been a long fucking show. You know?
Yeah.
My hair does grow. I mean, that welcome to Dude's World. Like, our hair grows fast. You know? Because we get it cut a lot more often than chicks do. So it grows back faster. Have you cut your hair at all, Brett, during this?
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Why the fuck would I cut my fucking hair?
Yeah.
I got long hair.
Yeah.
If I fucking shaved my head, my wife would probably divorce me. Then I just look like a creepy bald guy hanging out in the fucking living room.
All right. It's like a Worcester fade. Yeah, exactly. A ghetto Worcester fade.
Making me feel bad and shit. Bad about what?
All right, guys. So if nobody has any more questions, I guess we'll call it a night. It's been a long fucking show. But thanks, guys, for joining us. Brett, always a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for having me. That was fun.
Thanks to all the
Turtle
Riders.
Take care of yourself.
We couldn't do this without you. We love you all, and we will see you all either Monday for the Jerry Callahan podcast or Tuesday night for the live show. All right? Peace to you, bum crease, Turtle Riders.
Later, fuckers.